Hey guys, Darth Gloric here, back with what I'm pretty sure is part 18 of my If My Heart Had Wings playthrough. So last time things happened. So technically the last part that stayed on the channel, we finished the Amane route, and it was fantastic. But then, technically, I already recorded part 18. So it's been a while since we actually were able to record this game. Now, the reason why is actually pretty interesting. So, we started the Ageha route, which is the route we're starting today. And we started it, but it made no sense. Like, the English translation just took a nosedive. For the first two routes, I feel like it was pretty good, and I feel like it made sense. There was some hit or miss moments where things didn't make a whole lot of sense, but I'm like, oh, whatever, it's lost in translation, whatever. And there were a few times that happened throughout the game, but for the most part, the previous two routes were they were pretty self-explanatory. I felt like I understood what was going on and everything else, but Ageha's route, I felt like it just got really bad, and I felt like I just didn't understand what was happening at all. And it was just rough. It was just really, really rough. Anyway, and so that wasn't awesome. However, so then because of it, it made no sense, and then we went through I recorded the whole episode, and we got like a whole part into Ageha's route, and I'm like, the last like hour and a half of it, I'm like, I have no idea what's happening. Like, I don't know what the point is, I don't know what they're getting at, I don't know what's happening. And I was getting pretty annoyed with the whole thing. So then I did some research, and I found out that, hey, turns out there's a patch. Now, I did talk about the patch stuff in my previous two mini update videos, so I don't need to explain the whole thing again, like the whole, what I'm talking about here, but suffice it to say, there is a patch that fixes things. The patch, it retranslates pretty much the entire game. It retranslates the entire game so that it makes way more sense, so the English is perfect, and it also restores many things that were cut out. So apparently, and this is one of the parts I didn't know, is apparently there was a lot of NSFW 18 plus content that was cut from this game. I didn't know that. And so, but the other interesting side effect is of installing the patch, and I did test it, it totally worked, but one of the side effects is it removed all of our progress. So because of it, the game did not think we had ever done Katori's route, it didn't think we had done Amane's route, and so all of our progress was lost. Now, here's the thing, off camera, I actually played through them again. Off camera, I played through Katori's route and Amane's route again, and this time with all of the NSFW stuff restored, and with a perfect translation. Now, for the most part, I was just skipping through, but I did kind of hesitate on big moments and things like that, like, big landmarks across the timeline, so to speak, and I did hesitate on those to see what was different and how much different it hit, and so yes, on a surface level, I really have enjoyed having the 18 plus content restored to the game. Honestly, obviously on a surface level, it's a whole lot of fun, and I'm very, very interested in seeing the rest of them. However, more than that, honestly, it felt like the connection was deeper between Aoi and his respective romances, depending on whichever route you're on. And, I mean, honestly, the connection felt a lot deeper. Like, it felt like that they were, I don't know, there was more depth. And, yes, on a surface level, it's been really fun seeing all this, pretty much hentai stuff. And I have really been enjoying that. However, honestly, it really did feel like it actually added a lot of depth to the game. Like, it felt like the romance was deeper. And it's been really cool. Anyway, so I enjoyed Amane's route and Katori's route a lot, and my advice, I have to push this, and I will continue doing it. If you decide to play this game, and if you have, download the patch first. Please, God, download the patch first, because the translation is going to make so much more sense. It's going to be a lot more fun, and you'll get to see the really good 18 plus content. So anyway, that is my advice. Please do yourself a favor and do it. It's very simple. It's not that hard to do. I've done other patch stuff for other games before, so it was not that difficult. And I highly recommend. I cannot recommend it enough. It was fantastic. So now I am very excited to get to Ageha's route, which is the route we're on today, which will be a lot different because now we have a patch. So the English should make a lot more sense. There's 18 plus content now, and I am very excited about it. So yeah, we'll be hopping right into Ageha's route now. Now, the only other thing is, of course, the 18 plus stuff, I can't actually show it. Now maybe I could to some degree. There's lots of the stances for YouTube on like nudity and stuff in games is it's very vague. They're very vague about the whole thing. And as a YouTuber that does playthroughs for games, it's very annoying. because I know some big YouTubers that don't edit anything. They'll just put up straight up nudity on the channel, and it's totally fine because it's part of the game, which I agree with. It is part of the game, and so it's dumb that you have to pull so many punches. I hate that. Like, I get age restricting, like, videos or whatever, because, yeah, if you can... But getting past that is, like, stupid simple, so even that seems dumb, but whatever. I can see why they would, in theory, want to do that, because then you can cover yourself legally, right? Like, you know, that you're not allowing, like, you know, minors to get access to, like, whatever, nudity and stuff, okay? I can totally get that from a legal perspective. What I don't get is why they're so vague on it. That's what makes me mad. Like, spell it out. Give us specific guidelines that are very easy to understand, and then they'll be easier to stick by. But because some channels will put up straight up nudity, and some channels will edit stuff that even I would put up, and they would, you know, and both of them go up. And sometimes the stuff that they're very edited gets like, you know, the ban hammer, and they get in trouble. Where then sometimes the people that put up straight up nudity get nothing. Like, and so there's just, it's very non-enforced, and the guidelines are not clear, and it's very, very annoying. So, because I'm not going to risk anything, I'm not going to put up any of the 18 plus stuff, and maybe I could mute it or whatever, but then I don't want to read that, which would be so much worse, because then it's not even you guys getting to enjoy the 18 plus scene. You're not even going to get to enjoy any of that. Instead, you're just going to hear me reading it, and it's just so awkward, and I'm not doing that. Like, that'd be so awkward. Like, it's like completely quiet, and it's just me, like, reading, like, straight up hentai. That'd be so awkward. Anyway, so I'm not doing that. So, suffice it to say, I will be editing that stuff out. However, I did make a really fun little please stand by for ecchi stuff that'll be part of the stuff I use on my channel now, so that'll be exciting. So yeah, it'll be nice in the future, because I imagine we'll be doing a lot more of these visual novels with ecchi content that I don't necessarily want to show, but I want to see it, so I'll cut it out of the video, but I'm gonna watch it. Anyway, and so I did make that, so you'll probably... I don't know if you'll see that in the first episode, because, you know, plot has to happen first, but it's possible. Anyway, so let's get to it. I am so excited. I am so excited. So, yeah, I played so much of this game. The Katori route took forever. Oh my god, the Katori route took so long. I think I played it for, like, 5 hours? Like, 5 hours? 6 hours? Like... I played it a lot, and keep in mind that I was just spam clicking the whole time, just as fast as I could, and I did it for hours. And it was rough, not gonna lie, it was rough. Anyway, so I do highly recommend going through this game with the patch, just playing it like vanilla style. However, of course, we have seen this game, so, you know, and the new interpretations are a lot clearer and better and everything. However, it's not new enough that, you know, it's not new enough that it matters. You know what I mean? It's not new enough that we're going to go through the game again. Now, the Katori bath scene will come up, and there'll be a brief flash of nudity, so I'm going to have to... I'll probably just put a box or something over that quick little scene there, just to make sure that we don't get in trouble. So I'm just going to trust myself to catch that in editing. Because even fast-forwarding, it's going to be visible for a second. Anyway, so, you know, because the patch changes a lot of things. Like, actually, as an example, the Katori bath scene. She's not wearing a towel in this version. In the correct normal version, she's not wearing a towel. So, you know, I mean, lots of things happen. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. So, highly recommend the patch. But I will put a little edit over the top just so I don't get in trouble. And as we're fast forwarding here. But yeah, it honestly felt like a whole new game. Like, exaggerations aside, it felt like a whole new experience, honestly. Like, having all of the dialogue make so much more sense, and like, I mean, yeah, having the dialogue make more sense on an English translation front was amazing, and having the 18 plus scenes added like depth to the actual relationship stuff that I loved. And I don't know, man, it honestly felt like a whole new game. Like, it really hit a lot different, and it's interesting how, like, some fairly little changes on how huge of an impact they made on the game as a whole. So highly recommend playing through them. So yeah, I'm very excited to get to Ageha's route, see what the actual plot is, because yeah, that'd be nice. Because obviously the last time we tried recording this, it was just like jumbled. I had no idea what was happening or why, and I was just the last like hour and a half. I'm like, what's happening? Like, why are we doing this? What's happening? So very excited to get to that. Anywho, so yeah, it'll be weird too, because in my playlist for YouTube, because obviously this is part 18. I mean, the real part 18, but there is 2 other little tiny update videos telling you guys what I was doing for the playing through the patches and stuff again. Playing through the other routes we've already seen and all that jazz, and with the patch and all that crap. So There'll be, so it's weird because the playlist obviously says like 20 or something, or like 19 or 20, even though obviously this is our only the part 18. So if you just look at the playlist, that'll be a tad confusing, but whatever. Anyway, I'm really excited to get to this route. It's gonna be so cool. But yeah, and then of course, other than this one, we do have the Twins' routes as well. Each one has a route. It's not like a combined route or anything. And so I'm excited to get to those. And what else do we have? Right, so obviously we have Ageha's route. We have each of the twins, Yoru and Asa. But once we're done, I don't know what we're doing because the DLC doesn't have patches, and so unfortunately, otherwise I'd probably pick up the DLC much quicker and I would patch it and then play it. I would not be against doing that, but the DLC stuff does not have patches, and so the odds of me picking them up are much slimmer than they otherwise would be. So, you know, so that's a thing. And so, because I'm not overly excited about picking them up if the translation's going to be all bad, because, you know, if it was like the first two routes, then maybe it'd be okay, but obviously it's not going to have the 18 plus content in there, and it was a hell of a lot more interesting with it in there. So I don't know, man. It's like, I don't know, man. It seems unlikely that I'll pick it up, and I'll probably just keep an eye out and see, probably on the subreddit for this game, and I'll just see if yeah, I'll just keep an eye out on the subreddit for this game and see if anyone ever posts about a new patch for the DLC stuff, and I'll keep a low key, kind of keep an eye on things. But it was a lot interesting, actually. Some of the differences in the routes. So actually, for Amane, you know, in the parts that got recorded, the routes for Amane, so she was studying like romantic movies because that's what she wanted to do with Aoi. She's like, you know, we need to kiss in an intersection, and we need to like stand on the bow of a ship and stuff. Now it was fine and it was cute. Fun fact: that is not what she was looking up in the in this version. In the restored version, she was looking up like diagrams and stuff on sex and hentai and things, and that's what Aoi walked in on her. And so that doesn't, I mean, and that makes a hell of a lot more sense. Hey, there's the spicy edit, by the way. Anyway, but you know, and so that's what Amane was actually looking up. She was looking up on like how to have sex and stuff. So that was interesting. The other thing too is when like during Amane's route, when it was all like really kicking off, and then Aoi and Amane were finally gonna confess to each other, when Aoi's head was laying on her lap in the garage, if you guys remember that scene, how they actually confessed, what was interesting is in the restored version, they never cleared it up. Like, they never straight up said, it's because I like, they did say it, but it didn't happen beforehand. They were like midway through sex. things were getting really hot and heavy, and it was getting really intense, and they were like halfway through the act when they're like, okay, now I'll confess to you. Like the whole confusion thing really didn't get cleared up until like halfway in. You know what I mean? It was something. It was really something. So like there was lots of like differences like that, things that make a lot more sense when it's put in its, you know, how it actually happened and all that crap. It, like, there's a lot of things. There was a lot of things like that. You know what I mean? Like Amane looking up actual, like, you know, like looking up how to have sex rather than looking up like cute romantic movies. And you know what I mean? Like there was lots of things that were very different. Lots of things that were incredibly different. So yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting. Going through Kotori's route the first time was very much something, because obviously everything was new, so I had to skip it. So I hit my enter key like, I don't even know, like what, like 1,000 times? Like, I mean, obviously for every time of this I had to skip through, so I'm just spamming either left click on my mouse or the enter key, and I spammed it for hours, and I just did that for hours. My hands were so tired. I was so tired of doing it, dude. But I had to get through it because I wanted to get back to the point so we could record today. So that was interesting. Something else I'm actually really excited to see, to be honest. I am really excited for Ageha's route, the route we're on now, with the restored content, because Kotori and Amane are very innocent when it comes to like sexual things. They're very innocent at first, and they get really, what's the word I'm looking for? They get really addicted as things are kicking off, and they get really addicted as things are kicking off. And so I'm very interested to see if Ageha acts the same. Okay, here's the thing. I need to save it, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, hang on. We'll just find out. Yep. We're gonna have to edit that. Some of the saves actually. Well, I could actually fix this. Hang on. There. That'll be the new one. Okay, there we go. That way I won't have to, because the saves have a little thumbnail, and I was saving it a lot because I was worried about what was happening, and anyway, I had lots of saves, and some of the thumbnails have some NSFW images on them that are not appropriate for YouTube, so, well, I mean, they might be, who knows, really. Anyway, but regardless, I will hopefully remember to cover those up. Anywho. Okay, right, so I do have our guide open. Keep going. Also, I need to put my thing back now. There we go. Okay, Ageha's route. So, obviously, we need to say, wait for Ageha. And wait for Ageha is what we need to say. And also, we need to say wait for Ageha. But I do have my Divinity part for today uploading right now. It's a little ways off from being done, but I'm uploading that right now. So if you're waiting on Divinity, it'll be there sometime today. Anywho, okay, so we need to wait for Ageha. Now, I think we've already seen this stuff, because we already had to do this for, I think it was Amane's route that we had to wait for Ageha. I think. So we've already seen this stuff, so yeah, it's nothing crazy, nothing we need to loiter for then. I don't think. Now, I think that it will automatically stop on anything actually new for us, because I only played the same routes that we did. The only exception will be at some point later on, like, I don't remember exactly when it happens, but Ageha and you are like playing tag in the mall or something like really innocent or something like that. When that I accidentally started that one. Now, if you guys, you're not gonna know what I'm talking about because that was in the part that got cut, obviously. But so there's one little part that you guys should see that I accidentally started, and because when I was just spamming my enter key for like the 3rd hour in a row, I accidentally missed one of the options, and I wasn't looking, and I was watching YouTube on the side, and so I accidentally selected a different option, and an Ageha option, and so it got cut, and so I was starting a little bit of the Ageha route that I shouldn't have on a decision that I shouldn't have made, and I was like, hang on a minute, this is the wrong route. I should be after Amane, not Ageha. Why are we here? And so other than that one, I have to make sure that we turn off skip for that, because there'll be a few slides in there that you guys will need to see that I should not have gone through. But it was an accident, and I did catch it pretty quickly. But it comes right after a decision, I believe, so I don't think it should be that hard to find. I don't think. And plus, we'll just give it a save at every choice, just to be safe, to make sure we don't miss it. But other than that one time, I think anything actually new should be fine. And I don't think you guys are gonna miss anything. I don't think so. So that's good. But yeah, these routes will take a lot less time, obviously, because Katori's route was the biggest. Amane's route was, was pretty big. But with each passing one, yeah, I think it'll take less time because there's more and more we've already seen. I imagine. Okay, hang on. I think we have to turn off skip here. Okay, so, okay, we have to say, no, it's different. No, it's different is what we have to say. No, it's different. Okay, this is actually new. No, I don't. I replied bluntly without thinking. Senpai seemed a little hurt. Wait, I mean, I just don't like you in that way. I enjoy being around you and like you as a friend. I hastily clarified it, and Senpai looked relieved. Me too. I like you and everyone else too. What made you think that? Why did she ask that all of a sudden? Katori and Ageha said that when we were in the bath. That the one you like must be me. What the hell? It sounds like they're convinced I must have a crush on someone. Oh, actually, I think we've already seen this. All right, we've already seen it. Keep going. Anyway, so that little part of you turning her down is new, but the rest of that is not. All right, just to be safe, we're going to turn off the skip to make sure it doesn't leave too far too fast. And we obviously need to say Ageha. Now, the next 3 choices really are very simple. We have to, whose swimsuit is best? We say Ageha. Whose turn is it tonight? We say Ageha. And who would you like to go with? We go with Ageha. So the remaining 3 decisions are very self-explanatory. So that's not a big deal. So just be safe, though. We'll give it a save, and we're gonna say Ageha. Ageha's, I guess. Something's off. Huh? You wouldn't normally praise a girl's swimsuit so easily, would you? I don't know. I've never done anything like that before.
絶対違うよ。試しに天音先輩の水着褒めてみて。
You certainly wouldn't. As a test, try praising Amane's swimsuit. Well, it certainly suits you, senpai.
ありがとう。
Thanks.
ほらほら、すっごい照れてるじゃん。なんで私の時は照れないかな。
You see, he's totally embarrassed. Why weren't you embarrassed when you said it to me? I don't know, because we're childhood friends?
そうだな、幼馴染って。
Being childhood friends can be a drawback. Sad face. You look very pretty in it. It's definitely nothing personal. Alright, so we don't need to be too crazy about all the next choices are all very simple, so nothing crazy there. Alright, so we will turn off skip just to be safe, because like I said, there's that one part that I accidentally went too far, and so there will be some scenes you need to see. Anyway, whose turn is it today? It's Ageha's. It's yours, Ageha.
あれ、そうだっけ?
Huh? Is it? Hey, don't try to play dumb. Well then, I'd better quickly have a bath and go to bed then. If the morning glory does occur, we'd have to fly right away. That's why we left the glider on the runway and just covered it with a sheet. Even if it doesn't occur, we can still start the test flights early in the morning. We've already seen this. Ah, there we go. Okay. Oh? It's still dark outside the window. My alarm isn't ringing either. Even so, I woke up on my own. I'm familiar with this feeling. I often experienced it the day before a competition. Alright, I think we're actually into new stuff now. Outside, the eastern sky still hasn't begun to get any brighter. It's Ageha's turn, so she should be awake by now. If she's not, I'll give her an ear bashing. Oh, there she is. Whoa! Oops, did I startle you? Sorry about that. Ageha looked at me, opened her eyes even wider, and... and freaked out for some reason. Whoa! Her extreme reaction bewildered me. Why? Why are you here, Aoi? Why? Because I just woke up. You know, I felt kind of nervous and couldn't sleep. This happened a lot before competitions. I try and stay calm, but end up getting pretty nervous. I see. She's so adorable, dude. What's wrong? You didn't hear anything, right? Hear what? Were you humming something or what? No, if you didn't hear, then it's fine. You were saying something? No, I didn't say anything. Anything at all. Not a single thing that would be bad if you overheard it. Oh god, what was she doing? He's just like, okay. What the hell is this all about? I've only just gotten up and my brain isn't really working yet, so I don't have the energy to pursue the topic. So, how's the sky? Right now, there's no trace of any signs. Yeah, seems like it. I knew as soon as I came outside. It's early dawn, so it's pretty cold, but it's not as cold as the temperature mentioned in the records. There's hardly any wind, too. On a side of the sky, well, actually the whole thing is filled with stars. It's pretty, isn't it? It sure is. However, the fact that the sky is pretty means that the phenomenon we are hoping for probably won't occur. That's kind of hopeless. Don't say that. Yeah, sorry. Talking about losing before competition even starts is taboo. She shouldn't have to remind me of that. Even so, the positions of the flickering stars are quite different than usual because of the time. The summer constellations are disappearing into the west. The ones visible now are the fall constellations, such as the Great Square of Pegasus or the W-shaped Cassiopeia, or whatever that word is. On the east, the winter constellation of Orion might be peeking out just above the horizon. To think that all these stars came out while we were sleeping, it feels kind of strange, doesn't it? I guess. Ageha was gazing up at the starry sky with sparkling eyes. I probably had a similar expression. It's really mysterious. What is? Sorry, I did that hair fast. I like barely had time to register that it said what is what Aoi asked her. Anyway, various things, anything and everything.
空の星も、それをこの時間に見ているのも、この場所にいるのも、葵といるのも、何もかも。
The stars in the sky, looking at them at this time, being in this place, being with you too, everything. I see what you mean.
昔の私たちに何年かしたら魔女の館でグライダー飛ばすために明け方の星を見るんだぞなんて言ったらどうだったかな
What would have happened if we told our past selves that in a few years we would stand in front of the witch's mansion checking the stars at dawn so that we could fly a glider? Our past selves wouldn't believe it.
でしょ
Right? Back then, we were afraid of this place. We were always playing at the secret base. When we got tired, we'd go to the old shopping district and eat ramen at Taioken, then go home and collapse on our beds. We can't go back to those nostalgic days. Yeah, I mean, I moved away, came back 5 years later, got a job at the witch's mansion, and watched the sky at dawn all because of a glider. When I say it like that, it seems so unbelievable.
葵には感謝してるよ
I've got to thank you, Aoi. Me?
葵が戻ってきてくれてここの寮母になって
Yeah, you came back and became the dorm mother of this place.
だから天音先輩と知り合いになれてグライダーなんてものにも関われた
Thanks to that, I got to know Amane senpai and got involved with the glider.
そうでなかったら普通にロボット部で大会目指してただろうからね
If that hadn't happened, I would have just stayed at the robotics club and kept aiming for the contest. Didn't I do a bad thing then?
なわけないっしょ
Of course not.
自分のこととして目いっぱい楽しんでるよだからありがとね葵
I've been enjoying myself so much. That's why I'm thanking you, Aoi. Ageha made a lovely face as she smiled. Even at this hour, it looked dazzling. And then she looked up at the starry sky again. I gazed at the lines of her chin and neck. It's so different than in the old days. Now this white silhouette has some traces of feminine features. But traces of her past looks remain there as well, and remind me that I had once confessed my feelings to this girl. No. Flustered, I raised my head. The starry sky filled my vision. I forgot that he confessed to Ageha way back in the day.
あんちゃんの作ったものがこの宇宙を飛んでるんだよね
The thing that Anchan made is flying through space, isn't it? Yeah, it's incredible.
あれ聞いてさすごく気合入ったんだ私
When I heard about it, I got really fired up. About the glider?
自分の作ったものが誰も見たことのないすごいところへ行ってすごいものを見てくる
Yeah, with something you've made yourself, you can go to such amazing places and see wonderful things that no one has ever seen before.
それって最高にかっこいいと思うんだ
I think that's the coolest thing ever. I think so too. I glanced towards the eastern sky. Apparently, at this hour, you can occasionally spot satellites illuminated by the sunlight with the naked eye just before the sun emerges above the horizon. There, the parts made by Anchan are flying. It certainly is pretty damn cool. We want to fly too, to the sky that no one's ever seen.
飛べるよ葵なら必ず
You can fly. If it's you, Aoi, I'm sure of it. That would be great. We stood side by side and continued gazing up at the eastern sky. It felt like it got a hint of purple hue.
来ないかな
It's not coming, is it? There were no clouds as usual, and it didn't look like the morning glory would occur. Even so, we were making our other kinds of memories as we continued looking at the dawn sky. Something that was interesting. Oh, hang on.
お腹すいた
Okay, something that was interesting is like even playing through I think it was Amani's route. I think even playing through Amani's route again, and I was going through the finale. Like I got all emotional again, dude. I was all tearing up, and I'm like, oh, the feels. It hurts. All right, just in case, because I see there's a skip. There's a skip, but I'm a little nervous that I'm accidentally gonna skip too far here, so we're gonna use it. But if we end up at the mall and we accidentally skip part of it, but I think that was right after a choice, so I don't think we should miss it. But just in case, I don't think so. So I think we're good, but I don't want to chance you guys missing something you actually haven't seen. Oh, there we go. I finally just decided, actually, you know what? Instead, I think I'm just gonna remain quiet. You know, if I have something to say, then, you know, that's one thing. But, you know, if I don't have anything to say, don't bother. Anyway, so I was saved over that one because obviously we didn't actually, because that wasn't actually anything new. Okay, good. I was just making sure. My phone went off and I was making sure it wasn't life-changing. Okay, so obviously, Ageha. Now, this is the one I think I accidentally skipped. I think we actually go to the mall with her, but this is the one where, as you can see, I accidentally skipped, but this actually is new. So, geez, fine, I'll carry your bags for you.
おー、ちゃんとわかってるね。ドーナツおごるからさ。
Oh, I'm glad you understand that. I'll treat you to a donut. That's cheap. Well, I don't really mind. With a bitter smile, I saw Kotori off and then followed Ageha. Yeah, so this is the one where I wasn't looking and I was just skipping and I accidentally clicked ahead.
さてさて。
Let's go, let's go. What do you want to buy?
さあ、どうしよう。
Well, I wonder. What the hell? We arrived at Windy. After walking through the hot streets, the air conditioning that felt incredibly comfortable. That cute little laugh. Foo foo foo. Ageha was walking while smiling strangely. We're shopping, right? Where do you want to go?
まあ、適当にブラブラと。なんかあったら買うよ。
Well, let's just stroll around. If we find something, we'll buy it. Hey, aren't I supposed to be carrying your bags?
持ってほしいもの見つかったら頼むよ。
If I find something I want you to carry, I'll ask you then. Say, does this mean I'm just here to accompany you while you're killing time?
いや、買い物だよ。あくまで買い物。
No, we're shopping. We're definitely shopping. I don't get it.
気持ちを買いに来たの。
I came here to buy feelings. Feelings?
そう、気持ち。
Yes, feelings.
負けるもんか。やったるでーっていう。
Like hell, I'm gonna lose. I'll show them. You're talking kind of strangely.
負けへんでー。
Ain't gonna lose. That's even weirder.
まあ、そういうこと。
Well, something like that. I still don't understand.
とりあえず、ジュースかアイスにしよう。どっち？おごるよ。
Haha, first of all, let's have some juice or ice cream. Which will you have? My treat. Then... Wait, knowing you, this must mean you want me to do something. I keep skipping, but sometimes it skips the next slide and I just want the text to finish. So it's like... So I stopped skipping, I stopped doing that because I was tired of missing it, but then it goes too slow, so I don't know.
いいよいいよ。どうしてあんたはそう人を疑うかな。
No way, why would you doubt people like this?
あー、でもやらせようってのは確かにそうだね。
But it's actually true that I do want you to do something.
気持ちを買うの手伝ってほしいわけだし。
I want you to help me buy feelings. I just told you, I don't understand what you mean.
顧問、
The advisor. Ageha interrupted me.
見つからないよね。
We can't find one, can we? Well, yeah.
まだ諦めたつもりじゃないけど、今日みたいにやることなくなっちゃうとどうもね。
I still have no intention of giving up, but on days like today when we've got nothing to do,
嫌な方にばっかり頭向いちゃって気持ちが沈んじゃってさ。
I can't think of anything but these hardships. I feel depressed. You? To be honest, this was rather unexpected. Ageha is always so cheerful and optimistic. I didn't think she'd ever get depressed.
人を何だと思ってたのさ。鋼鉄の女？ FRP で顔面塗りたくった無表情女？
Who do you think I am? The woman of steel? An expressionless girl with a face smeared with FRP? I didn't say anything like that.
まあ、私でも沈むときは沈むのよ。
Anyway, sorry, I was just, my phone is suddenly exploding. Well, in depressing moments, even I sink to rock bottom. You do look kinda heavy.
うわー、最低。
Ah, you're the worst!
これはジュースおごりだね。
In that case, let's get some juice. Yeah.
あんたの分は言った通り私がおごってあげる。何がいい？
Like I said, I'll pay for yours. What'll it be? I'll just have water. While I was undergoing the glider pilot course, I've been running, weight training, and watching what I eat. If you hone your body beforehand, you'll be able to react faster when flying. Ageha knew this, so she didn't say anything and bought me some water.
私は新発売のこれ。よろしく。
I'll have this new one, please. Yup. I put the coins in, pushed the button, and heard the sound of something falling. Vending machines sure are amazing. It's been a year since I transferred to Keifu Academy. The more I study machinery, the more I respect technology, or rather, the people who create it. All these things in our surroundings are an assembly of our accumulated knowledge and technology. It's not just the vending machine, even this juice is the fruit of extraordinary engineering.
ぬるくなるじゃない。ちょうだいよ。
It'll get warm, give it to me. Ageha quickly opened the marvel of technology and started drinking it. Cute drinking noises that I can't hope to replicate. She vigorously chugged it down.
微妙。
She's sorry, that was one of the times when, once again, it just sort of, it skipped the slide because it was only one word. Anyway, weird is what she said. And then, is it bad?
まずくはないよ。でもこれまでのやつより特に美味しいわけでもないから評価に困る。
No, it's not bad, but it isn't exactly better than the previous flavors. It's hard to judge. I see.
まあ持って半年。下手すりゃ秋で消えるね。
You know what? Actually, rather than me having to fight this whole accidentally skipping ahead thing, hang on a minute. I know you can do this. There we go. Okay. And now it'll appear instantly. Now I shouldn't have to skip it all. I can just click one time. Okay. Anyway. Well, it'll last half a year. At worst, it'll disappear by fall. That's quite complicated.
これだけいろんなものがあるからね。新しいもの作るってのは本当に大変なのよ。
There we go, look at that, see? Now there's no more accidentally skipping something. Anyway, there are so many different things, it's really hard to make something new.
だからこそ、天音先輩は本当にすごかったって言えるわけで。
That's why I think Amane-senpai is so awesome. Yeah, she made a new design for her glider, didn't she?
そしてさらに、それを作って飛ばす私たちもまた、本当にすごいってわけよ。
And this means that when we build and fly it, we'll be awesome too. Oh, I see.
目指せソアリング部復活えいえいおー
It's like the cutest little cheer, dude. That's so cute. Anyway, watch out for the Soaring Club's comeback. Woohoo! Oh, stop it. That's embarrassing.
来たれこの世界はあなたを待っているのだ
Come forth, advisor. The world is waiting for you. Even if you shout it here.
ノリが悪い
Spoil sport. Woohoo!
うわー何あの人恥ずかしい
Whoa, this guy is so embarrassing. Hey! Ageha dashed off with a smile on her face.
ほーら捕まえてごら
Come on, just try to catch me.
ー追いかけてこないと葵の名前叫びながら涙目で店内駆け回ってやるから
If you don't chase me, I'll run around the mall with tears in my eyes while shouting your name. Why did you suddenly come up with such a life-ruining penalty game? Alright, we're getting pretty close to the point where I realized, wait a minute, it's when I looked back and realized we were deeply into something we shouldn't see yet. And then I was like, oh wait a minute, so any minute now the skip will disappear. Anyway, I chased after her, smiling wryly. Oh, there we go, see, told you, the very next slide. Now it's gone. Anyway, of course Ageha and I didn't actually run around in places like this. Just like when we were playing in the past, we naturally established the no running rule between ourselves. Haha, cute little laugh. Pitter patter, pitter patter. Hang on, I got an itch in my ear. Oh, it's murder. Very sudden, very, very murderous. Okay, anyway. Wait. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Like in a walking race, Ageha was escaping as quickly as walking could allow, and I was chasing her. We went from the underground level through the first floor, second floor, and then towards the fourth floor, where Himegi Sports is. Oh, whew, sorry, the itch in my ear is suddenly so aggressive. Anyway, he's like, oh, Ageha and Ai-kun, huh? A voice called out from the store, but we passed by without stopping. Sorry, old man, I'll see you next time.
ほらほらまだまだ
Come on, isn't over yet? Why, you? We went back to the lower level, walked around the wide floor, went up and down the stairs, and around the floor again.
限界
She's like all huffing and puffing. I'm at my limit. Ageha slumped down on a bench and loosened her collar, gasping for breath. Don't go thinking you can beat me when it comes to endurance.
そりゃそうか
Guess you're right. Ageha kept wiping off her sweat. Naturally, I'm tired too, but not as much as Ageha. Phew, geez, why'd you go out of your way to get all sweaty when we finally came indoors?
いやー懐かしくてさ
Well, it was just nostalgic. Nostalgic?
秘密基地
Our secret base. Ah. When what we meant by secret base isn't the place where we were making the glider, but our old playground. A nostalgic place that had been demolished to make space for Windy Kazagura.
それもあってちょっと悪乗りしすぎた。
And we're together at that. I went a bit too far though. Yeah, I sure did too. I felt like we'd gone back to being kids again and got quite excited about this little game of tag. Oh well, I guess it did feel pretty good.
だいたいこの辺だよ。
It must have been around this area. Yeah, I guess so. If the former shopping district was still here, then our secret base would be where we are now. Aw, flashback! The secret base. It was a store of some sort, but after it closed down, no new tenants moved in, and it fell to ruins. It was literally an abandoned building. They started the demolition work, but there was a problem with the funds, so it was left half demolished. I remember hearing something like that anyway. We were just little kids, so we didn't really understand it. It was just what Anchan told us. Well, to kids our age who didn't really understand difficult things, the fact that it was a great place to play was the most important thing. We could climb on the outer walls, squeeze our little bodies through the cracks where it crumbled, find paths, and go deeper and deeper inside. If any adults happened to pass outside, we'd give a signal, crouch down to hide ourselves and such. We were dead serious about it. Look at little Ageha, dude! She's so adorable! Anyway, can't even take it. That kind of thing was really fun. Those were basically games that boys play, but Ageha also joined Mabo and I, or rather, she took the initiative. That's how we used to play. Nostalgic, huh?
だよね。
Yeah. The secret base had a second floor and a rooftop. We only played on the second floor. That would be around the bench where we are sitting right now, not just the horizontal position, but the height too. Around here, Ageha and I would merrily run around while playing tag or shooting each other with water pistols. That place no longer exists. We can't go back to that time. We were in the 6th grade, I think. Ageha and I have both changed. Our bodies have grown bigger and we have various experiences. Anchan has started working and we were also following our own paths. This nostalgic reminiscence remains in our memories, but it drifts further and further away. Sad face.
でもみんないるよ。
But everyone's still here. Ageha said, as if to ease my sentimentality.
秘密基地はなくなったけどさ、同じ場所にまだ私たちいるんだよ。
The secret base is gone, but we're here again, in the same place. Yeah, I know what she's saying. There's me, Ageha, Mabo, Hotaru, and Anchan. That's true, all of us from back then are still here. All of us are present here, for now.
すごく嬉しかったんだよ。葵が戻ってきてくれて。
Oh, sorry, the pause seemed bigger. Anyway, I was so happy when you came back, Aoi.
これでまた昔通りだって。
And also that you were just like before.
ここで遊んでいた頃と同じだ。あの頃に戻れるんだって。
The same as when we used to play here, as if we went back to that time. But, well, we're not kids anymore.
うん、わかってる。
Yeah, I know. Oh, the feels, dude. The feels. Anyway, even this town isn't the same as it was in the past. When I returned to this place, I was taken aback by how much the town had changed. The windmills by the lake and this windy Kazagura too. And that nostalgic shopping district was gone too.
もうあんなことはしないし。
It's not the same anymore. What's not the same?
ああ、まあいろいろとね。
Well, various stuff, you know. Yeah, well, we did a lot of different things back then. There were also many things that make me break into a cold sweat when I remember them, that can't just be passed off as kids playing. On a hot day like today, we would shoot people walking down the street with our water pistols. Yikes. We used a measured length of rope for bungee jumping. Anchan was really mad at us for that. Mabo and I, using the same rope, would challenge each other to see how long we could stay upside down. Blood went into our heads, and we were really dizzy when it flowed back after we got down. Ageha was talking about those kinds of things, right? I don't think so.
そうそうそう、いろいろ。本当にいろいろ。無茶なことをいっぱいやったよね。
Yes, various stuff. Really various. We've done a lot of reckless things. Yeah? Ageha was acting kind of strange. Did something happen when I moved away? But, well, it's been a year since I came back. If it was something important, she would have told me about it long ago. I don't think so, dude. Not if it concerns you. Or not if she's, like, really trying to keep something under wraps, man.
でも私たちが揃っていればいつでも新しいこと見つけて遊べるよ。でしょ?
But as long as we're together, we can find new things to enjoy anytime, right? Well, I guess. It seems that Mabo is out, though.
あの裏切り者。ホテルとくっつけばいいもの。なんで会長なのよ。
That traitor. He could go out with Hotaru just fine, so why the president? No, I think that's going a bit too far. Besides, if he did that, you and I would have to get together. Huh? Did I say something weird?
ああ、まあそうだね。
Ah, well, I guess so.
でもまあ私たちはつるんでるし、今だって一緒にいるんだし、今更じゃない？
But, well, we're getting along smoothly anyway. But we're together even now after all this time, aren't we? Yeah, you're right. To be honest, I got a little startled after I said that. But since Ageha didn't really respond to it, I could back away too.
ああ、今になって汗出てきた。
Whew, I'm really sweating even now. Ageha was certainly sweating a lot as we took a breather. Wait here. I went to buy a sports drink.
ありがとう。
Thanks. Super cute drinking noises. Her throat moved as she was gulping it down even more vigorously than before. For some reason, I found myself looking at the movements of her throat. Alright, easy boy. Easy, bro. A white throat without any protruding parts, unlike a man's. It was moving repeatedly, and her exposed collarbone was also shaking. The lines of her chin and neck were round and smooth, and her skin was glistening. Alright, easy, bro.
おいしい。
Ah, delicious. There was enough to make her whole sweaty face happily light up with a wide smile. Even though I wasn't drinking anything, my throat made the same kind of movement. Yeah, I imagine so. Surprisingly, you don't have a suntan at all.
ああ、まあ動き回ってるけどさ、基本屋内だもん。
Ah, well, I do move around, but I spend most of the time indoors.
草刈りの時ぐらいかな、外出るの。
I only went outside for as long as necessary when we were cutting the grass. After she had finished drinking, Ageha prepared to throw the plastic bottle into the trash can. It's quite far away. What is it?
いや、普通に投げたらこれまっすぐは飛ばないよね。
Well, if I just throw it normally, it won't fly straight, will it? Cans aren't that bad, but yeah, a plastic bottle won't fly straight.
じゃあ、この形状のものをまっすぐ飛ばすにはどうすればいいか。
So what should I do to make something shaped like this fly straight? If you were to attach wings, where should they go? If we regard the bottle as a fuselage of a plane, we would need the main wings, horizontal and vertical stabilizers. Wait, why are we talking about this?
私はいつでも2つのことしか考えてないよ。
I only ever think about two things. Two? One must be the glider, right?
お、いきなり当たり。
Nah,
よくわかったね。
sorry, too fast. Oh, you got it right away. You know me well. Well, we've known each other for so long, and I'm the same.
そっか、よかった。
I see, that's good. She faced away with a happy smile. Why do I feel strangely nervous, I wonder? Yeah, because the second one she ain't gonna tell you. What's the other thing?
さて、なんでしょう。
Well, I wonder. Yeah, see? Yeah, the other thing is you. Ageha's eyes were sparkling, giving off a mysterious air. What could it be? It's something related to our club, right? Like what to do about the supervisor?
ああ。
She's like, yeah, totally. Oh, her eyes moved to the side. She looked like I said something unexpected.
まあ、そうだね。
Well, that's it.
確かにそうだ。それが今一番大事なことだった。
It's certainly this. That's the most important thing right now. Ageha nodded in a strangely exaggerated manner. It was something else?
よし、ほんじゃ帰りますか。
Alright, come on, let's head back. Yup, she changed that subject pretty quickly. Yeah, it's because the other thing is you, dude. Without answering my question, Ageha ran off while holding the bottle horizontally. Uh-huh.
Take off! ギュイーン
Take off, vroom. Stop it, it's embarrassing.
おっと、ダウンバースト失速だ
Oh no, a downburst, we're stalling. She tossed it into the trash can. Cut it out, that's bad luck.
じゃあ復活
Then recovery. Don't put your hand in the trash can. I'm far more tired than before.
どうしたの疲れてるみたいだけど
What's the matter? You look worn out. Gah! Is it okay if I snap now?
でもありがとね買い物済んだ
Thanks, though. The shopping's done. Huh? I blinked with surprise. When did that happen?
言ったでしょ気持ちを買いに来たって
Didn't I tell you? I came to buy feelings.
明るい晴れ晴れとした気持ちを買ったのさ
I bought some bright and cheerful feelings.
一人じゃ買えなかったよだからありがとね葵
I couldn't buy them by myself, so thanks, Aoi. To make me laugh.
何よそれ
What was that? Well, even when you come up with such embarrassing lines, how should I put it? They're tickling me.
ほうそうい ますか。
Oh, that's what you say. Ageha's eyes light up like a cat. That was a mouthful.
水瀬葵くん、そこに座りなさい。
Aoi Minase, sit there. Okay.
耳元でかゆい言葉を延々とささやいてあげようではないか。
I'll whisper those tickling words into your ear for all eternity. Stop!
はあ、その嫌がる姿も時が経てば懐かしくなる青春の1ページ。
So fun fact, it was about now that the translation nosedived the first time, so it was like, it started to really become hit or miss, and I had no freaking idea what she was getting at. This is a lot more clear than it was before. Trust me. It's like, seeing you all distressed like this, when the time passes will become a nostalgic memory, one page of my youth.
みんなの力を合わせて飛ぼう、未来へ。僕たちの友情の絆はいつまでも途切れはしない。
Let's join forces with everyone and fly to the future. The bonds of our friendship will never be torn asunder. Tickle, tickle, tickle. I'm so embarrassed, I'm gonna die. Die in agony.
人の真剣な言葉を笑い物にした罪、思い知ったか。
Mwahaha. Did you realize your crime at laughing at people's serious words? I understand, I'm sorry. I surrender from the bottom of my heart. So in the end, what is the other thing you were always thinking about? We're so used to each other that it's easy to completely change topic. We couldn't really do that with anyone else.
言ったでしょ。
I told you, right? You did?
言ったよ。ま、そういうことで。
I told you. Well, something like that. I have a feeling she avoided telling me a very important thing. Yeah, I agree.
しかし、顧問、どうしようね。
However, what to do about the advisor? Yeah. Unfortunately, getting all cheerful and refreshing our minds didn't change anything about the absence of advisor. What should we do? Yeah, I very much believe she avoided telling you anything important. I agree. Alright, I think we're good to skip this. Keep her going, kiddies! Alright. Because, yeah, now I think this was all stuff that we covered during the Amane route, because this one seems more familiar, and I think this was all Amane route stuff, but this is, I think, one of the times when there's, you know, maybe not all of it, but I think a lot of it, and I think a lot of that lines up from Amane route stuff, possibly. Possibly, and or probably, I'm actually leaning that way, but... Oh, look at that. Ahem,
ではここにソアリング部の復活を宣言します。
Without further ado, I hereby declare the revival of the Soaring Club. I can just hear Yoru, like the one low voice. Yay! The cheers and applause of everyone present echoed through the garage. So this is another one of the points when this whole scene that happens right here made no sense. There was like, the translation was so jumbled, I'm like, what happened? Like, what are they talking about? Anyway, we all shared a celebratory drink of juice. Hey! We raised our hands and high-fived each other. We did it. That's right, we finally did it. I was trembling with excitement.
さあ、これからが本番よ。機体製作に飛行訓練、他にもやることいっぱいで、のんびりなんかしてられないわ。
Alright, this is where the real work begins. Besides building the glider and flight training, there's a lot to do. No time for leisure. Yeah, that's right. Just getting a license doesn't cut it. I've got to get better. In order to pilot a remodeled aircraft, I had to get much, much better. At any rate, Katori, I guess it's time to say farewell to the title of a circle leader.
そういえばそうね。
Oh, that's what they meant. So, that was one of the things that was completely lost in the translation, is they kept talking about leaders and stuff right here, and I had no idea what they were talking about. So, it's because their club got downgraded to a circle because they lost club status. And so now they're getting back up to club status. Okay, my brain's catching up now that the translation's fixed. Now that you mention it, are you disappointed?
まあ、ちょっとはね。
Well, just a little, I guess.
でも、部長の方がずっと嬉しい。
But I'm much happier with the club president title. Yeah, I'm also happier being a member of a club instead of a circle.
復活よ。
We're back. We're back.
は
Yay.
ーい。やれやれ。ま、めでたいことではあるけど。
Geez, well, I guess we have a reason to celebrate, but still. Come on, we worked over a year to achieve this. Just relax and enjoy the moment.
あまり顔を近づけないでください。
Please don't bring your face so close.
おっと、危ないゆるちゃん。そいつの半径1メートル以内に近づいちゃダメよ。
Whoa, you better watch out, Yoru-chan. It's dangerous to come within a 1 meter radius from him. What exactly do you take me for?
部長なのにいじめられる。
Even though I'm the club president, I still get bullied.
ああ、ごめん。盛り上がってるとこ悪いけど。
I'm sorry. I know this isn't really the best time for this, but we're all like, what?
小鳥、ちょっとお願いなんだけどさ。ああ、みんなも聞いて。
Kotori, I need to ask you for a favor. Actually, the rest of you listen as well.
何よ。
What is it?
これ、私からの提案なんだけど。
This is just a proposal from me, but
小鳥、しばらくの間、会長のままでいて。
Kotori, I'd like you to stay as a circle leader for the time being.
はい？
Huh? What's this all about?
みんなも同じ。もうしばらく小鳥のことは会長って呼んでほしい。
I'll ask you all to do the same. I'd like you all to call Kotori a leader for a little longer. A question mark appeared above the heads of everyone but Ageha.
それは構いませんが。どういう理由でしょう？
I don't have a problem with that, but why?
飛び岡を刺激したくないのよ。
I don't want to provoke Tapioca. Tobioka? Tapioca? Whatever. I see.
飛び岡、ソアリング部が復活したってことで、すごくムカついてると思う。
I think that Tobioka is really angry about the revival of the Soaring Club.
そこでこっちがはしゃいで部長だ、部だ、正式な部だってアピールしまくったら、まさに燃料投下もいいところ。
If we make a fuss about it, throwing the word club around, we'll just be adding fuel to the fire.
あかりさんも言ってたでしょ。強行に反対する先生がいて、まだ職員会議じゃ認められてないって。
Didn't Akari also say so? Some teachers are strongly opposed, and our club hasn't been officially acknowledged at a staff meeting yet.
つまり、ソアリング部はまだ本当に復活したとは言えないってこと。
Basically, the Soaring Club isn't completely revived yet. That's true. Everyone's momentary delight vanished and our shoulders sagged.
でも、明るい材料もあるわ。
But there is good news as well.
反対する先生がいたということはつまり、賛成してくれた先生もいた。そちらの方がむしろ多かったってこと。
If there are teachers who are against us, that means that there are others in favor as well, and many of them at that.
なるほど。
I see.
それならまだ希望はあるわ。
That means there's still hope for us.
やった。
Yeah.
今度は絶対に潰されるわけにはいかないの。そのためにもみんな力を貸して。
We definitely can't afford to fail this time. To prevent that from happening, I'm gonna need everyone's help. That's right. Thinking about the shocking spectacle from last year, everyone's faces stiffened.
だからまず当分の間は活動してることを隠して気づかれないようにしておいた方がいいと思うのね。
That's why I think we should hide our club activities for now. It's better to avoid being found out for the time being. That makes sense.
ここを借りてグライダー作ってるのももちろん秘密。
The fact that we've also borrowed this area to make our glider must also, of course, be kept a secret.
知ってる人間が少ない方が嗅ぎつけられにくいから他の人にはできるだけ言わないように。秘密守れる？
The fewer people know, the harder it will be for others to find out, so do your best not to mention this unless you absolutely have to. Can you all keep this a secret?
はーい。
Yes.
まあ当面は地下活動というのは妥当なところだと思います。
Well, keeping our activities hidden for now should be for the best.
なんだか楽しいね。
This is kind of exciting, isn't it?
否定はしないわ。
No objections.
って私部員になったわけじゃないんだけど。
Wait, it's not like I became a club member. Just take it easy. Anyhow, secret underground activities, isn't it thrilling? Just having a secret base like this garage was enough to get me excited. Add underground activities to that and I can't contain myself. The little boy inside of me was running at full throttle. First, everyone must take an oath of secrecy. Then we should decide on a password. On days we have activities, we will secretly exchange signs for communication. This makes me remember our old secret base. Our parents said it was dangerous and wouldn't let us play in that ruined, abandoned building, so we couldn't tell anyone that we were actually going there and had to contact each other secretly. Both Ageha and I already have experience doing this, so underground activities shouldn't be a problem. Kotori, Asa, and Yoru should be fine as well, but...
わかった。 新型グライダーをここで作ってるなんて誰にも言わないぞ。
Got it. I won't tell a soul about the new glider we're building here. We're just like silent. They're like, oh no. A damp silence fell over everyone, including myself. The least reliable person in the club is our advisor. I'm not sure how to feel about that.
まあそれはそれとして
Well, that aside, Ageha was the first to recover.
活動は活動としてバリバリやっていくわよ。
As far as our activities go, let's put our heart and soul into it. Alright, hang on a minute. I actually have to resync. I almost forgot, so give me 1 minute. Okay, we're back.
バリバリってなんか古い。
Heart and soul, that's pretty outdated.
気にしたら負け。
Don't mind such little details.
さあさあみんな、これからたっぷり働いてもらうからね。
Well then, everyone, from now on, I'll work you all to the bone.
部長、私なんだけど。
I'm the president, though.
小さい小さい、気にしない。
It's just a small matter, don't worry about it. Ageha proudly stuck out her chest. Oh, he's like, ho-ho! By comparison, Kotori's really small there. Hey, let's not be mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
どこ見てんのよ。
What are you looking at? Oh, yeah, what indeed? Well, compared to Amane, Ageha still has a ways to go. Alright, back
あ
off.
れ？なんか変な視線を感じるんだけど。
Huh? What's this weird gaze I feel? I don't know what you're talking about.
後でちょっと折檻するね。
I'll give you your punishment later.
言葉の意味はわからないけど、なんか怖いです。
I'm not sure what that means, but it's kind of scary. Punishment? That's an expression used between the two of us that refers to the terrifying penalties one can incur. By the way, the penalties ranged in severity from seppuku through severe scolding up to punishment. Back then, we didn't even know what some of those words meant. Like seppuku, for instance? Anyway, we just overheard the word seppuku somewhere and used it ignorantly. The first point, punishment, became very popular with us because it's kanji that Anshan wrote for us when we were so difficult and cool looking. Punishment, huh? How nostalgic. Sorry.
あれ？先輩がこれからお料理される小豚ちゃんみたいに青くなって震えてるよ。
Huh? Senpai turned pale and he's shaking like a piglet about to be roasted.
一体何が？
What in the...
わかればよろしい。
As long as you understand.
さて、隠れるとは言っても、みんなにはそれぞれ今まで通りに頑張ってもらうのは変わらないわ。
Even if I say that we should keep low, we should work just as hard as we have up until now.
機体製作、FRP 工作、部品入手、気象データの収集にあちこちへの根回しも。
Remodeling the airframe, making parts from FRP, obtaining components, gathering weather data, a lot needs to be done.
大変よ。頑張っていかないと。
It'll be tough, we'll have to work hard.
でもやるわよ。私たちの夢のために。えいえいおー。
Her little cheer is so cute. Can't even take it. Anyway, but we'll do it for the sake of our dream. Let's get to it. Yeah.
私、部長。
I'm the president. Well, I suppose it is what it is. The re-established Soaring Club has begun working quietly, but actively, to achieve its goals. Oh, that makes so much more sense than what it did the first time.
さーてと。
So, cause like, the first time, like, she's just going on and on, I'm like, what are you talking about? But now it makes sense. The whole thing is, the fact that the club has been brought back hasn't been brought up at, like, a staff meeting yet, apparently. And so, they're like, let's pretend we're still a circle, cause it hasn't come up, you know, and like, obviously, Tabioka has it in for everybody. And so it's like, let's not flaunt that we're back, and let's not drop the word club all the time, and we'll just call Kotori, like, you know, like whatever, circle leader, you know what I mean, like we would before. And if you're in a club, you would have called her president or whatever, you know what I mean? So they're like, so let's keep it, you know, down low as possible. So, and that's all that was about, like, and it made no sense before. Anyway. Well then. Ageha struck her fist in her palm, sorry.
気合充填、頑張るぞー。
Put your backs into it, let's do this. The dazzling aura Ageha was emitting at the moment was clearly visible to all of us. It was overwhelming. Not even Kotori could resist its power. You have incredible fighting spirit.
そりゃもう。
Of course.
今度こそ守るんだから。
Because this time we'll protect it. The club,
部もここも
Both the club and this place. Ageha vigorously spread out her arms.
新しい秘密基地私たちの遊び場所
Our new secret base, our playground.
昔の秘密基地はなくなっちゃったけど今度は守るの
We may have lost our old secret base, but this time we'll protect it.
そしてみんなで最高のことをやるのよ
And we'll be able to do the most amazing things. Ageha held her fist out firmly in front of her. It was just a small action, but I felt a strong warmth hitting me in my chest. And then I also died. Sorry. Sudden dark turn. Okay, sorry to keep you waiting. I made lots. Eat as much as you want.
いただきます
Dig in.
いただきます
Let's dig in.
いただくわ
Let's eat. Food is the source of power. Eat well, exercise properly, and you're ready for tomorrow. They're all eating. You get it?
おかわり
Seconds.
こっちも
Me too. That's good. Eat a lot. Eating is great.
どうしたのみんな
What is up with everybody? The hot summer has come.
暑苦しいの方が合ってるっぽいけど
More like sweltering hot. Don't mind it. Summer's supposed to be hot.
いいことあったんだねおめでとう
Ah, that was good. Congratulations.
ありがとうございます
Thank you very much.
本当にアイオブザタイガーしてるね
You really got the eye of the tiger, don't you? The thrill of the fight. No, kidding. Just starts like rattling off Eye of the Tiger lyrics. That's right. Katori and the rest nodded at my answer. The mood was clearly different between the other boarders and those of us in the Soaring Club, but that's how it goes. Yeah, man, what are you gonna do, bro? Even after finishing my usual work and returning to my room, I find myself unable to sit still. It's all Ageha's fault. She got so enthusiastic it must have rubbed off on me. Ageha was dazzling at that moment. Her eyes were shining and her body was overflowing with energy. Then when I looked at her, I had to squint my eyes. I too must have been like that back then, when I was completely focused on riding my bicycle. I won't lose. I took a rag and began polishing my bike that stood by the wall. Whether I could ride it again or not was of no concern to me. I just wanted to clean it up a bit. I just don't want to be embarrassed whenever I take it out. Makes sense, man. Now it's ready for you when you're ready for it, you know what I mean? Morning. As always, I waited for Ageha to come, pushed Katori's wheelchair, and went to school with everyone.
おはよ
Morning. Yo. Huh?
うおはようございます
Good morning. Oh, Hotaru, it's rare to see you in the morning.
今日はホタルと一緒に行って私先行くから
You go with Hotaru today. I have to go a bit earlier. Could it be that... Oh, she's already gone.
迷惑
Am I a bother? Oh, no, not at all. It's just... Did Ageha mention anything?
あーちゃんは青兄と一緒に登校してってそれだけで
Ah-chan, she just said I should go to school with you, that's all. I see. It would have been nice if she at least explained why. Anyway, we were running late, so I was explaining while we were walking. I can't wait to hear this explanation, because the last time it made no sense, and I can't wait to hear the actual explanation. Did you hear about the revival of the Soaring Club?
はい
Yes? It's back, but since Tabioka-sensei is keeping an eye on us, we're trying to be inconspicuous. Ageha probably thinks that it's not a good idea to have the members gather and go to school together, brimming with enthusiasm.
なるほどあーちゃん頭いい
I see. Ah-chan sure is smart. I'm not so sure about that.
私迷惑
Am I annoying you? No, not at all. I'm glad you're here.
ほうそれはそれは
Oh my. What?
いやなんと言いますかくすぐったい雰囲気になりそうだったから
Well, what should I say? You've got a ticklish atmosphere there. Oh no, did Ageha spread the whole ticklish remark from earlier? If you say it like that, I'll tickle you for real.
そんなことしたらセットよ
If you do that, there will be punishment. Oh, even though you don't know what it means.
青兄縛られておしっこ漏らすまで足の裏くすぐられちゃうの
Huh? You're gonna tie him up and tickle his feet until he pees himself? Hotaru, please report to the staff room later. They're like, what is happening?
最低ね
Disgusting. That's in the past. The past, you hear me? It was back when I was still in grade school, for crying out loud. Oh, so that actually happened? Is that like that actually happened? That was one of the punishment things that they did when he was little? That's terrible. My god. And besides, I was the one doing it.
最低の舌ってなんていうのかしら
How do you call how do you call someone who is lower than the lowest?
けど
A brute.
だけど
An extreme brute. Are you taking advantage of the situation to ridicule me?
楽しいね青兄と登校するのって
That's the cutest little nickname in the world, dude. Anyway, it's fun going to school with you, Aoni. That's so adorable. Where exactly was the fun part of this conversation? Oh, fascinating. Backstory. Anyway, Tabioka was standing by the school gate. When he recognized us, his look obviously turned sour. However, when he realized that the Kazuto sisters were walking in a bit apart from each other and the wheelchair-bound Kotori wasn't with Ageha, he seemed a bit confused. She sticks her tongue out. Cut it out.
おはようございます
Good morning.
あ、おはよ
Ah, morning. Yeah, you can't be mean to cute little Hotaru, dude. She's too cute. Anyway, at any rate, he couldn't bluntly show his hostility when we were together with Hotaru. I guess that means that Ageha's plan is working.
それじゃあ先輩また放課後に
I'll see you after school, senpai.
部活で
See you at the club. Yep.
それじゃあ青兄小鳥さん失礼します
Well then, Aoni, Kotori-san, I'll see you later. Sure, thanks for today. Hotaru smiled happily and went upstairs.
かわいい子よね改めて見ると
She's pretty cute now that I take a better look at her. Right? You two hardly had any direct confrontations at all.
人をチャレンジャーみたいに言わないでくれる
Would you not talk to me like I'm some sort of challenger? Pardon me, princess.
ああムカつくその言い方
Oh, you're annoying. Well, there hasn't been much contact, that's all.
アゲハや田崎くんと同じ昔馴染みなんでしょ
Isn't she your old friend, like Ageha or Tasaki? Yeah, but she's younger, so rather than playing with her, it's more like she followed us around.
なるほどそれでか
I see, so that's why. What do you mean?
あの子葵くんを見る目ひなが親鳥を見るみたいだったから
Well, the way she looks at you is like how a young bird looks at its parent. Ah, well, you might be right about that. Which reminds me, back then Hotaru followed me around more than she did her sister. I guess she got attached to me somehow, although I can't say for sure.
ところでアゲハは先って何してるのかしら
By the way, I wonder why Ageha went ahead of us today. Now that you mention it, she never told us. Until last year, she would head to the garage early in the morning as if she was in a sports club having morning practice. But because our new secret base is on the other side of the lake, that's no longer possible. That is also bound to become a problem. Oh, that's something else that didn't make sense. In the last translation, they dropped the whole, like, something about a sports club, and it was like, and they talked about morning practice, and I'm like, was Ageha part of a sports club? Like, you know what I mean? And I was just, like, really confused, because it made no sense. Anyway,
何これ
what's this? On my desk at Kotori's had envelopes in them. Like, what is this? Mission? Mission, collect the following parts. However, you are to find them together with Hotaru. Also, in the corner, there was a strange symbol that looked like an 8, or rather an infinity symbol that appeared to have antennas attached to it. Was this supposed to be a swallowtail butterfly? A feeling of fatigue fell over me.
私の方は普通よ型作り頑張ってだって
I like how only his is in code. My letter was normal. Do your best with building the airframe.
しばらく部活に顔出さないこと多くなると思う許可お願いね部長
I most likely won't be able to show up at club activities too often for a while. I hope you'll give me permission, President. What's this all about? I saw no sign of Ageha in the classroom. Just as I thought that, she appeared.
へえなるほどそうなんだ
Oh, I see. So it's like that. She's with a girl I've never seen before. They were standing near the entrance and talking.
誰あれ
Who's that? No idea. She goes to the same school, so I've seen her around before. But until now, I've never seen her with Ageha. Doesn't she look like she's in the robotics club either?
それじゃあ昼にまた
Well then, see you at lunch. With a smile, Ageha saw the girl off and entered the classroom.
おーっせ飛び岡何も言わなかったでしょ
Yo, did Tobioka say anything? No.
さっきのあれ誰
That girl just now, who's that?
ああ天文部の人だよ
Oh, she's in the astronomy club. Astronomy? So were you asking her for weather data?
それはもちろんでも他にもちょっとね
Of course I was, but a few other things as well.
ちょっと何よ
A few other things, like what?
まだ秘密 どうなるかわからないから。
It's a secret for now. I don't know how it'll turn out yet after all.
何よ持って待って。
What? Don't beat around the bush. Don't worry about that. That aside, as for this mission... Tisk tisk. Ageha raised her finger and waved it sideways.
任務のことは人前で喋っちゃいけないぜ。
We can't talk about our missions in public, dude. What movie did you hear that from?
秘密諜報部員ならこのくらい常識だぜ。
Because she keeps dropping like dude and bro. When you're a Secret Service agent, that much is just common sense, bro. Right.
ノリが悪くて寂しいんだぜ。
Your lack of enthusiasm is really sad, you know? Was going to school with Hotaru meant as a countermeasure against Tobioka?
察しが良くて助かるんだぜ。
Nice deduction. Saves me the trouble of having to explain it for you.
私にそっくりの可愛い妹なら文句もあるまい。だぜ。
If it's my cute little sister, the spitting image of me, you won't have any complaints, will you? I can only agree with the cute part.
傷ついたんだぜ。
That's harsh.
実際に口に出されると特定語尾ってこんな
way
にう
you're
ざいのね。
Sorry, too fast. The way you're speaking, it's really annoying.
さらにえぐられたんだぜ。
That's just adding insult to injury, man. Anyhow, buying this and bringing it back should be fine, right?
よろしく。領収書を忘れないでね。
Please do, and don't forget the receipt. Ageha was talking normally again. That's too bad. I liked that way she was speaking. That was cute. Like dropping bro and dude all the time. I thought that was funny. That's a pity. Anyway, well then, school was finally over. To complete Ageha's mission, I'll have to invite Hotaru. A lower year classroom, huh? I'll attract quite a bit of attention. This is going to be a little embarrassing. Aoni. Oh, Hotaru.
あーちゃんがね、今
You know, today, Achan... Oh, I know. You don't need to say anything more.
日エスコートしてもらいなさい。
She said I'll get escorted. I told you don't have to say that.
エスコートしてくれる？
So you're fine with escorting me? I'm the one who should be asking you. You're okay with it?
もちろん。
Of course I am. As we were talking, several people were passing by.
お、みなせ、今度はひねぎ妹か？
Oh, Minase, this time it's younger Himegi?
ち、羨ましいやつ。
Oh, that lucky bum. Hey, don't say it like that. Oh, but if I think about our objective, wouldn't it be better if outsiders misunderstood? He's like, actually, if we're trying to misdirect people about club activity, then maybe if they think I'm just whatever, dating Hotaru or something, maybe it's fine. Anyway. Well, I'll refrain from denying for now. Perhaps I made the wrong choice here. I don't really feel that way, but...
それじゃあ、
Well, she's all red. She's so cute, dude. Well then, should we go? I smiled. Hotaru's really innocent. Yes. She's so adorable, dude. And so, we started walking. I'm walking, and Hotaru is following after me. Even outside, that doesn't change. You know... Yes? Shouldn't we be walking together normally?
普通に歩いてるよ。
Aren't we? She lightly tilted her head to the side, looking perplexed. More like... It's not like back then. You don't have to walk behind me. Oh. Hotaru's eyes widened a little, and she let out a strange voice.
ダメ？
Is it bad like this? Oh, she's so cute. No, it's not really bad, but I feel a bit uneasy when you're walking behind me, even though it's just the two of us.
私は青兄の背中好きだよ。
But I really like your back, Aoni. Well, that makes me happy, but
背中すごく大きくなった。
your back has gotten really big. Thanks. It's kind of hard to explain, but I suddenly felt a wave of discomfort. It was sort of an itchy or ticklish feeling. My face naturally deformed and stiffened into a smile. It might be because of all that cycling. Maybe. Saying that, Hotaru smiled. He's like, as my heart started beating faster, I hurriedly turned forward again. Anyway, since I can't calm down, I'd like us to walk side by side at least when we're by ourselves. Okay. The sound of footsteps caught up to me. I walked slowly to match the delicate movements of her legs. This is...
なんか新鮮。ドキドキする。
Huh, this somehow feels new. My heart's beating a little faster. Yeah,
でもちょっと怖い。
but it's a little scary. Scary?
前に誰もいないのってなんか変な感じ。
Not having anybody in front of me, it feels kind of strange. Sorry about that. There's all this rumbling and noise outside, and I'm always just be like, what the hell is this new noise about? But, you know, it's the never-ending perpetual construction, obviously. You know, that continues year after year. Anyway, right in front of my window, apparently. Anyway, shouldn't you be used to that by now?
一人の時なら平気。でも、青兄といるのに。
I'm fine when I'm alone, but when I'm with you, I felt a sudden tightness in my waist area. The area under my belt just felt a little tight. Alright, easy, dude, easy. Is that bad? Oh, sorry, I think I talked right over her. Is that bad? The eyes that looked up at me were trembling and moist with tears. I don't think she would really start crying, but no, it's fine. It's not like we don't know each other. Even if people see us, I can't treat Otaru coldly. That would be just wrong. Anyway, let's get going. If we spend the whole day just on shopping, Ageha will be seriously mad.
あーちゃん今やる気満々熱気球だからつくとパンって割れちゃいそう。
Yeah, Achan's like a balloon, filled to the brim with motivation. Poke her the wrong way and she might pop. You two really are sisters. The way they express themselves is the same. It's like, alright bro, easy. I mean, I get it, but easy. Anyway, but now that I think about it, whenever Otaru's been around, she's always been together with Ageha. And whenever Ageha hasn't been around, neither has Otaru. In other words, I've never actually been completely alone with Otaru up until now. Even though it's been over a year since I came back, how could I have not realized this until now? What should I say? I became strangely conscious of her. What is it?
私とで嫌じゃない？
Is it unpleasant being together with me? Of course it's not like that.
でも私、あーちゃんみたいに元気じゃないし、面白いことも言えないよ。
I mean, I'm not as energetic as Achan, and I'm not really good at conversation either. It's fine. You are you.
あーちゃんみたいにおバカなことやれないし、ずれたセンスで笑いを誘うこともできないよ。
I don't do silly things like Achan, and I can't make people laugh with a weird sense of humor. You actually have a pretty dark personality, don't you?
それに、青兄だから平気だけど。
Besides, I'm fine since it's you, but
男の人とこんな風に歩くの初めてだから、
this is
ちょっと緊張。
sorry, too fast. This is my first time walking like this with a boy, so I'm a little nervous. Huh, is that so? You're cute, and the kind of girl you want to protect. I'm sure you'd have no trouble finding a boyfriend. Look at Mabo. He's so assertive. If you
いないし、作らないよ。だって男の人怖いもん。
I don't and won't have a boyfriend because boys are scary. Because they're rude?
大きいから。
Because they're big. Well, I suppose that compared to her, most guys would seem quite large. But even I was making a terrible face and shouting like a madman when I was pedaling for my life.
自転車？
When cycling? When cycling. At least when I was competing. When I saw a photograph of myself riding at full speed, I was shocked. It was really something.
見たい。
I want to see it. No way. I'm keeping that hidden until the day I die.
見たい。
I want to see it. No means no. My eyes were bloodshot. I was grinding my teeth, and the veins of my neck were popping out. I was more of a monster than a man. It's really terrifying.
見る。
I'll see for myself. I'm telling you, it's scary.
青兄なら怖くないから。
If it's you, it can't be scary. Don't be so sure. The guy riding next to me looked like a gorilla.
それは怖い。カットして。
That's scary. Cut that part out. Don't be unreasonable.
そして見せて。
Then show me. You're quite stubborn, aren't you? Yes. Kotaro gave a serious nod.
彼女さんには見せるの？
Would you show it to your girlfriend? So it finally came, huh? Revenge for when I asked her. I don't have one. A girlfriend, that is. Oh. Looks like this is her catchphrase of sorts.
いないんだ。
So you don't have one? No, I don't.
いなかったんだ。
And you didn't have one? I didn't. My heart suddenly felt a little hollow.
そっか。いなかったし、いないんだ。
I see. So you didn't have one then, and you don't have one now either.
じゃあ、あーちゃんは？
Then what about Achan? Why are you asking about Ageha now?
そうじゃないの？
You aren't with her? No, I've never thought about that.
ないの？
You haven't? No, or rather, how should I put it? I mean, my confession was already a thing of the past. After the 5-year gap where we weren't able to see each other. Right. This year we've been hanging out as much as we used to. My feelings toward Ageha haven't changed that much from before. They haven't, huh? We did a lot together and often found ourselves alone. We've been physically close to each other and have shared so many experiences. But I'm sure none of that ever really gave birth to any romantic feelings between us. Uh-huh. Yeah, the hell it didn't, dude. Like earlier when she was drinking, you were like checking her out while she was all drinking. Like, the hell, that's not a normal thing you do with a just quote unquote friend. Like, definitely not. Even a friend, even like opposite sex or not, like that's just not something you do with someone who's just a friend, no romance there whatsoever. At least I don't think so. I think the only reason you're really checking someone out is because you're interested, like to some degree, right? I mean, anyway, whatever. No, I haven't.
なかったんだ。
I see. So you didn't. Yeah.
そっか。
I see. As if responding not to me but to herself, Hotaru nodded weakly. Her profile really does look like Ageha's. It's true. They have quite the resemblance. I mean, other than being like so much, I mean, other than Ageha being much taller, obviously. Anyway, you really do look alike.
あーちゃんと？
Me and Achan? Yeah.
そうかな。
Is that so? Of course you have your differences, but you'll see at a glance at your sisters.
よく言われる。
I get that a lot. Hotaru's cheeks reddened a little. What's wrong?
じっと見られたから恥ずかしい。
You were staring at me. It's embarrassing. Oh, sorry.
お詫び。
Apologize.
なんでなでして？昔みたいに。
Pat my head like you used to. Sure. Without any resistance, I put my hand on her head. I gently patted her. Hotaru stood there absent-mindedly with her eyes closed. My finger entwined with her hair. It was soft and slender, completely different from my own thick, rough hair. Is it okay like this? Yeah. Hotaru nodded her head in satisfaction. Hotaru's facial expression softened somewhat after that. Aw, it's so cute. We arrived at our destination. It was a specialist shop that deals with materials for business use. Tools and supplies can be purchased here at prices lower than your average hardware store. Anshan told me that the parts needed for the glider could be purchased from here. Wow. A supply shop like this must have been something new to Hotaru. She let out an unusually loud voice and looked around restlessly. Let's see, we need wire, oil, and 5 paintbrushes. After buying everything on Ageha's list, we left the store. Carrying all that, we headed to the secret base. I looked around the surroundings, especially at the school across the lake. Even if someone was looking at us with binoculars, I'm sure we'd see the sun being reflected off of the lenses. Okay, no one is looking at us.
何してるの？
What are you doing? I'm being cautious. We'd be in trouble if Tobioka found us.
わかった。私も探す。
I see. I'll look around too. She strained her eyes and began looking around restlessly. No, it's fine. I patted her head. Her groan was so cute, I had to shook her some more.
青兄のエッチ。
Jeez, Aoni, you pervert. Hey, don't give me some weird reputation. He's like, hey, it's purely wholesome, I swear. It's purely wholesome. We've got the supplies.
お疲れ様。
Good work. Huh? Ageha hasn't come?
しばらく来られないって言ってたじゃない。
She said she wouldn't come for a while, didn't she? Now that you mention it, she did. I wonder what she's doing.
困るのよね。アゲハがいないと自信持って作れないじゃない。
It's troubling, isn't it? Without Ageha here, I don't know if I'll have the confidence to build anything. A little further inside, Asa and Yoru were practicing as usual, making dishes from FRP. Oh, that's right, it's Hotaru's first time here. As she looked around the garage, she let out a voice far louder than in the shop we visited earlier, and both her eyes and mouth were wide open from astonishment.
すごいでしょ？これが新生ソアリング部の活動拠点。私たちが再び空へと飛び立つ約束の場所よ。
Amazing, isn't it? This is the new Soaring Club's base of operations. It's the place that promises to let us soar through the sky once again. Stop doing that, it's embarrassing.
事実よ。いいじゃない。
But it's the truth, don't complain.
葵先輩に賛成です。
I agree with Aoi senpai.
サブイボ立ちます。
Your speech is giving me goosebumps.
いきなり四面楚歌？
Am I suddenly surrounded by enemies on all sides?
私、そういうの好きです。
Personally, I think it sounds great.
まあ。
Well. Kotori's face suddenly brightened. I have never seen Kotori's face sparkle so much before.
分かってくれるのね。
You understand, don't you?
はい、素敵だと思います。
Yes, I think it's wonderful.
これで形勢逆転ね。
With this, the tables are turned. Nope, it's still 3 versus 2. Also, Hotaru isn't even a member in the first place.
姫木蛍さん、新生ソアリング部はあなたの参加を待っているわ。
Hotaru Himegi, your new Soaring Club, the new Soaring Club is awaiting your participation.
今入部すれば この会長ハバネコトリが直々にグライダー作りを教授するわよ。
If you join now, its president, Katori Habane, will personally teach you how to build a glider.
でも小鳥先輩が教えられるのって FRP 関係だけですよね。
But Katori can only teach you about the FRP.
設計は天音さん、制作実務と資材調達はアゲハ先輩、操縦は葵先輩だもんね。
Designs are created by Amane, production and the supply of materials are Ageha's parts, and piloting is Aoi's job.
ひどい。
How mean. Well, just get over it.
かばおうとさえしない。
You won't even stick up for me?
皆さんの熱い友情を見ました。そう、灼熱の砂漠に浮かび上がる幻想的な蜃気楼のような。
I see you all share a strong friendship. It's like a mirage in the scorching hot desert, an illusion.
実在しない。
That's not true. Hotaru is an unexpectedly harsh person, isn't she? Well, she is Ageha's sister after all.
はい、お待たせ。到着。
Thank you for waiting. I've arrived. Ah!
何をいきなり。
What's that all of a sudden? No, nothing. Just that your timing was perfect.
タイミング？
My timing? Ageha looked around at everyone without a shred of concern.
おお、ホタル来たね。任務ご苦労。
Oh, Hotaru, you're here. Thanks for the trouble with the mission.
オーバー。
No problem. She raised two fingers into a peace sign. Ageha made scissors out of her fingers and coiled them around Hotaru's. Could this be a sign between sisters? It looks like some sort of promise.
案の定チェックされてたよ。
As usual, I've been checking up on things. Like what?
葵の行動。
Like Aoi's actions. Huh? Everyone froze in place, even Katori.
まあそんなに大げさなことじゃないけどね。
Well, it's not really that big of a deal.
葵がホタルと一緒に歩いてるってのを涼子から聞かされてさ。
Ryoko just told me that Aoi and Hotaru were walking together.
そういう話が好きな子たちが食いついてさ。
Girls who are into that sort of gossip can't get enough of it.
飛び丘の息のかかったやつの耳に入るのも時間の問題だろうなってこと。
That means it's only a matter of time until someone close to Tabioka catches wind of this. So that's what it was about. You had me there for a minute. Oh, so that's what it was about. You had me there for a minute. I thought that she may have wiretapped us or was following us from behind while we were walking.
予想通り私たち飛び丘に立てついてるってことでいろいろな意味で注目されちゃってるみたい。
As expected, it appears that we'll need to pay attention to various things in order to oppose Tobioka.
だからしばらく行動には気をつけて。
That's why we need to be careful with our activities for now.
飛び丘の花を明かすためじゃなくて飛ぶのが私たちの目的。そこ常に忘れないで。
We aren't doing this to outwit Tobioka. We're doing it in order to fly. Don't forget that. Katori and I looked at each other and laughed out loud.
あのさ、誰に言ってるの？
Really? Who do you think you're talking to? Exactly. Do you think we were putting in all the sweat mowing the grass on the runway for the sake of getting back at Tobioka? Geez, you don't understand anything, Ageha. Hearing that, Ageha made a wide smile.
まあ心配はしてなかったけど一応ね。
Well, I wasn't really worried about it, merely saying it just in case.
わかりました。飛び丘先生への嫌がらせはやめておきます。
I get it. I'll stop harassing Tobioka.
チャンスを逃した。
We missed our chance. It looks like Ageha was right to worry.
ところで何してたの？
By the way, what were you doing?
とりあえず頼んでおいたこれができたから。
First of all, I asked for this. With a tada, Ageha took out some kind of transparent box. It was a transparent case about 30 centimeters in every direction. And inside the case... Whoa.
へえ。
Oh, wow. It was a white airplane. No, that's wrong. It's the new glider that we're making. Or, well, a model of it. It was made with splendid craftsmanship and looks as if it's able to fly.
模型研究会にね、データ渡して作ってもらったの。
I gave the model research circle some data and they made this in return.
やっぱ餅は餅やってやつでさ。ほらすごいでしょ。翼の微妙なしなりもきっちり作ってくれてるんだから。
Naturally, one should contact the experts in the field if they want the best result. Isn't it amazing? Even the finest details on the wings were made with great precision.
そしてこっちがこの模型で試せるミニチュア版風洞実験セット。
And we can test it out with this miniature wind tunnel. She took out a desktop fan enclosed in a plastic tube.
これでとりあえずミニチュア版新型グライダーのいろいろなテストができるわ。
With this, we can do various tests with the miniature version of our new glider. That's great, but is that okay?
私たちの計画のことならもちろん誰にもバラしてないって。
If you mean our plan, then of course, no one found out anything.
その辺は私の手腕を褒めよたたえよ。
Praise me on my skills in handling this matter.
模型系にはデータだけで作らせたし、
The model research guys only got the data after all.
こっちのミニフードは物理系に頼んだものよ。本当の目的は秘密にしてね。
I got this mini wind tunnel from the physics club, so our true purpose still remains a secret. That's amazing.
だてに人脈を培ってませんって。
My personal networking skills aren't just for show.
私部長
Like how she just keeps saying it all the time. But I'm the president.
頑張って小鳥先輩。
Hang in there, Katori senpai.
名目上の長よりもその下の人間の方が有能かつ実務に長けているなんてよくある話。
It's often the case that subordinates are more capable and have better work results than the one who's boss in name only. God, preach, if that isn't the truth. No. No, we couldn't do this without you, Katori. I'm certain that you're the one who wants to fly the most out of all of us. Those feelings are what guides us in our work.
そうよね。私が部長で会長なんだから。
That's right, I'm the club president, the leader.
そう小鳥が部長、私は平野部員。それでこそ私も頑張れるのよ。
Yeah, Katori is the president while I'm just a regular member. That's why I've got to work hard as well. That's the spirit. Do your best, President.
お
Yeah. Katori didn't seem completely convinced. Well, no need to overdo it. But Ageha, this is pretty amazing. I picked up the model and surveyed it from various angles. The more I looked at it, the more perfect it appeared.
やっぱりデータ上だけじゃ不安でさ。
The only thing I'm nervous about is the data.
実機作ってから試す時間が取れるかどうかも怪しいし。
I doubt we'll have much time to test the real thing after its completion.
できるだけのことはやっておこうと思って。
I thought we should at least do what we can.
後悔したくないからね。
I don't want any of us to have any regrets. That's true. Like Katori, I once again felt overwhelmed. Ageha's spirit, energy, and drive, those feelings were what made us keep moving forward, the overwhelming determination to finish the glider. We all shared those same thoughts. As if we'd lose. Last year it wasn't fully formed and we didn't reach it. That mysterious phenomenon, the passage of clouds, morning glory. The one who wanted to fly there, that was me. This remodeled aircraft is my dream as well. And I firmly held onto that dream the whole time since last year's failure. Ageha!
はあ、何よ。
What? Whoa, what is it? I will fly, that's for sure.
どうしたのさ、いきなり。
What's with that all of a sudden? That doesn't matter, I want to fly.
変なの。
You're weird.
でも、その息やよし、やるわよ。
But your resolve is good, let's do this. I held up my hand. Ageha swung her arm and we exchanged a loud high five.
ちょっと、そちらだけでいい雰囲気作ってんじゃないわよ。
Hey, don't create such a good mood just by yourselves.
そうです。混ぜてくださいよ。
That's right, include us too.
置いてけぼりっていうのは嬉しくないですね。あ、私は部員じゃないですが。
Leaving somebody out is unpleasant. Ah, I'm not a club member though.
じゃあ、顧問の先生、どうぞ。
Well then, our advising teacher, go ahead. Sure. Whoa! She's here?
みんなやる気だな。
You're all so motivated.
はい。
Yeah.
みんなで気持ちを一つにして目的に向かってまっすぐ進むというのはいいことだ。
Combining your feelings and continuing to go straight towards the goal. That's great.
とりあえずできることがあったら言ってくれ。できる範囲で私も力になるから。
In the meantime, let me know if there's anything I can do. I'll help as much as I can.
でもな暗証問題がまだ解決してないんだよな。風車の回転周期はともかく振動の方が彼は計算では。
She's just muttering. But, well, the interference issue is still unresolved. I can deal with the windmill's rotation cycle, but as for oscillations, those alone make the calculations mutter. Sigh. As usual, I can't say if she's motivated or not. Our enthusiasm faded away in an instant. In its place, the temperature returned to normal, and we felt high humidity that was typical before midsummer.
どうしたみんな。
Huh? What's wrong, everyone?
いいえ。
Nothing. Everyone, Ageha included, felt that the mood had been killed and the meeting ended naturally. Sad face. That's alright, it's
ホタル、どうだった？
a low-key sad face. How was it, Otaru?
どうって？
What do you mean?
葵とのデート。
Your date with Aoi? Hey!
葵にはそんな度胸ないと思うけど、変なことされたら泣き寝入りしないで私に言うのよ。
I don't think Aoi has the guts, but if he does something strange, tell me instead of just crying yourself to sleep. What do you think of me?
いじめられたらすぐ読んで。駆けつけ三段ドロップキック食らわせるから。
Ah, that is very different from what she said in the broken translation version. It was the other one. It was like something about 3 drop kicks or something. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Anyway, tell me immediately if he bullies you. I'll give him a taste of a third degree running drop kick. What the heck is that?
今の私を昔の私と同じに思わないことね。
Foo. Don't think I'm the same as I was back then.
昔のアゲハって？
What about the old Ageha? That's a good question, so I'll answer. Long ago, this town was kneeling in terror before a huge monster, Agehadon.
全長158メートル体重秘密丼。見目麗しくスタイルよく。葵を頭からパクリごくん。
Its height was 158 centimeters and its weight a secret. It was beautiful and had a great figure. It bit into Aoi's head and gulp.
食べちゃうんだ。
It ate him.
食べちゃうのね。
It ate him, didn't it?
そう、食べちゃうの。
Yup, it ate him.
なんかエッチ。
That's pretty indecent.
口に含んでじっくりねっぷり。舐めてしゃぶって転がして美味しくごっくり飲み込んで。
Oh god. It rolled him in its mouth, licked and sucked on him, and gulped the delicious thing down at the end.
葵はねっぷりしゃぶって飲み込む。
I told you that's how they would take it. Anyway, Aoi, licking, sucking, gulping down.
すごくエッチ。
Now that's really indecent.
って止めてよ葵。
Stop it already, Aoi. It's my fault?
そう、葵のせい。スケベ。
That's right, it's your fault. Lecture.
葵のエッチ。
Aoi, you pervert. How did they come to this?
何の話をしてたんだっけ？
What were we talking about again? Hey!
葵はエッチ。葵がエッチ。葵もエッチ。
Aoni's a pervert, Aoni's a pervert, Aoni's a pervert. Give me a break already.
ホタル、あんまり本当のこと言っちゃダメ。
Hotaru, you shouldn't tell the truth too much. Okay. Oh, I've become a human sandbag again.
葵もありがとね。今日のところは対飛び岡カムフラージュ大作戦大成功。
Thanks to you too, Aoi. Today's anti-Tobioka camouflage tactics were a huge success. Camouflage, you say? I can feel Hotaru's gaze on me. Feeling the indifference in Ageha's voice, I continued walking. Ageha's strategy isn't wrong, I know that, but I can't help but feel a little depressed. Yeah, it's because she's all separated from us, man. It's just like, you're feeling the distance and the closeness, you know? It's not, is it just about the camouflage? Is it just about the camouflage? Or is she, like, catching feelings and she doesn't want to ruin anything and so she's on purpose trying to stay away from him, you know? Is it just the camouflage? It's an email. What do they want this early? It's from Ageha?
秘密基地寄ってく。
Let's meet at the secret base. Wait, at this hour? It's just starting to get light outside. Well, the sports clubs would start practice around this time, so it's not weird. It's not that weird, I guess. Back when I was cycling, I did the same thing. After making everyone breakfast and setting the table, I was getting ready to leave.
おはよう。ってあれ？もう行くの？
Morning, huh? Are you leaving already? Yeah, I'm going to drop by the dock. After telling the same thing to the half-asleep Kazuto sisters who came down, I quickly went outside. They're so tired. They're so cute, dude. They're so adorable. Since it was in the opposite direction of the school, I had to hurry. Geez, first thing in the morning and I'm already being worked hard. He's like, first thing in the morning and I'm already sweating. I wonder why, but unconsciously I started running seriously. Probably because in the back of his head he knew how late he was gonna be. Hello, Ageha, are you here? My voice echoed in the huge room. It doesn't look like she's here. He's like, what the hell was up with the email then? There were indications that someone was here. So here's the thing. I have some red flags going off in my head. I don't think anything will happen, But at the same time, keep in mind, of course, that I haven't done this before, so I haven't seen it with the patch, and we were farther than this in the broken version because we stopped approximately about 2 hours 45 minutes in. But keep in mind, this time there was more cuts, and so I don't know if the time will line up the same. And this time will probably be faster in some ways because of the better translation, so it's actually easier to read. So that'll probably help at least a little bit. But keep in mind, I haven't seen this non-patched version, so at any moment there could be something that I need to edit out. So yeah, keep in mind that if there's a very sudden cut and I have a transition, it's because I'm a little in the back of my mind. I wonder if he's gonna walk in on her or something. Anyway, there were indications that someone was here, because that's not what happened, last time. But last time, of course, it was unpatched, so I don't know if there's any ecchi scenes coming up. I have no way of knowing, obviously. So there might be very sudden cuts. We'll see. It seems like Ageha was here up until just now. Parts that looked like they were half-assembled were lying on top of the work desk. It was really remarkable craftsmanship. I'm not that handy, and Katori is still developing her skills, so this was on a completely different level than what we could do. That girl, she came here so early. Huh? There was a note left behind. To Aoi, I updated the work schedule. I'm counting on you for the secret mission today as well. With Ageha's usual mark. Secret mission. Spending more time with Otaru to lessen Tabioka's suspicions. Huh? I don't think that's the wrong course of, or maybe he's like, to lessen Tabioka's suspicions, huh? Something like that, I think. Anyway, I don't think that's the wrong course of action. Tabioka did make a weird face, after all. But I wonder why it feels like I'm forgetting something. Oh, okay. Maybe we're fine then. Yep, I think we're good. We're fine. Anyway, I'm telling you, man, I don't think she's doing this whole stay away from the club thing just because of, just because of the whole, camouflage thing. I think that there's something else going on, too, and she's masking it. That's what I think. Anyway, if it's from here, yeah, this is bad. I looked at my watch inside. Yeah, he's gonna have to, book it to school, dude. Oh, it's really far. At this rate, I'll be late. If I run as fast as I can I make it? It'll be fine, right? He's like, oh, man. Now I have to sprint, and it's all hot. Somehow I made it in time, though just barely. It looks like I didn't harm my leg either. My reward for that? Sweating like a waterfall. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I headed for the water fountain and washed my face. There wasn't much I could do about my drenched body, though. Looks like you made it. Whoa, what's up with all that sweat? I misread the time. On top of that, the distance. With all the sweat, you'd think I'd just come out of the morning practice with one of the sports clubs. I got down in my seat and caught my breath. Whew. Huh? Where's Ageha? She came here a while ago, but then she went out and hasn't come back yet. The teacher's coming, Ah, there he is. The teacher came, but Ageha's seat was still empty. She didn't show up during attendance either. But her bag was there, so she'll definitely come to school.
Oi, Minase.
Hey, Minase, what happened to Himegi? No idea. Wait, why are you asking me? Well, Really now. And who else is there to ask? What's up with all of them? But I really don't know. Suddenly I heard something. Footsteps, and they were getting closer. Ah, looks like she's coming. Oh. The footsteps approached us shortly. Sorry I'm late. Well, technically I was here earlier, but sorry for being late to homeroom. Ageha came flying into the classroom. Good, she made it at the last moment. Okay. Huh? The teacher was strangely dumbfounded. What's up with him? Ageha was also puzzled. A weird atmosphere filled the room. I'm sorry for being late. Yeah, I got that, so sit down. What's going on? Why does everyone have a blank look on their faces? That's amazing. What is? Nothing. Katori turned away with an annoyed expression. Hey, what's going on, Aoi? Well, I don't really get it myself. Where were you anyway? I'll tell you about it later. Yeah, what the hell's happening? Everyone is so weird, dude. What's happening? Class was about to begin, so we left the conversation at that. In the end, neither Katori nor any other classmate told me what the weird atmosphere was about. I know. Did I say something strange?
ま、夫婦仲は円満なようで。
Ah, maybe everyone thinks that Kotori and him are together, and he's unaware. Maybe that's the bit. It would explain why the teacher thought that he would know where she was, and everyone else does too, apparently. That's probably all that's about. Anyway, who knows? Well, it looks like your love life is going smoothly. What the heck is that about?
うるせえ、幸せ者のリア充。とっとと爆発し墜落しろ。
Shut up, you lucky bastard with a real life. Just drop dead. All those bastards were grinning suspiciously. Hey, Kotori.
次実習だから先行くね。
I've got training after this, so I'll take my leave. What the heck is this all about? He's like, what's happening? I don't get it at all. Ageha and I were both puzzled, and in the end, we never figured it out.
私も着替えるから先行くよ。
I've got to change clothes, so I'll be going ahead. Sure. Irritated by those grinning people, I headed to the corridor. Whoa.
葵くん。
Oh, Ai-kun. Why are you hit? Oh, never mind.
私は先生だからな。
Because I'm a teacher now, you know. That's right. You just surprised me.
先生だぞ。
I'm a teacher, you know. Yeah, Amane-sensei. When I called her like that, she smiled happily. Huh? But senpai.
先生。
Sensei, aren't you supposed to start your lectures only after summer break?
いいところに気がついた。
Yeah, I just got a good idea. Are you preparing for them?
いや、今の時点では特に必要はない。
No, I don't really need to prepare anything for now. Then why are you here?
もう、
Well, could it be... No, it couldn't be that.
顧問になったことでもあるし、少しばかり先生の気分を味わってみたくて。
Since I became an advisor, I wanted to get a taste of what it feels like to be a teacher. My silliest prediction was right on the spot.
何しろ初めてだからな。
In any case, it's the first time for me.
試作、実験、耐久試験、予行演習は必要だろ。
It's necessary to run test trials, experiment, perform endurance tests, and dry runs, isn't it? To become a teacher?
ああ、知っての通り、私は他人に物を教えるのが大の苦手だ。
Yeah, and as we both know, I'm really bad at teaching others. Ah, so she's aware of this.
しかし、引き受けた以上はやらねばならない。
But I have to do more than just taking up the position.
シミュレーションは何度も繰り返したんだが、やはり実地で試してみないと本当のことはわからないし。
I've simulated it countless times, but unless I try it for real, I won't truly know what it's like.
だから。
So you decided to loiter around school for a while and get used to being treated like a teacher, huh?
その通り。やっぱり葵くんは優秀だな。
That's right, you really are sharp, Aoi-kun. It's just that the most miserable reason I could think of proved to be true.
顧問やめるぞ。
I'll quit being the advisor, you know. I am very sorry, what I just said was wrong. When I was talking with her like this, I felt the gazes of other students. Guys and girls passing by were looking at us. Well, Amane-senpai is famous around here after all. Except for the new students admitted this year, all of us could recognize senpai in her school uniform. And if they knew that she was becoming a lecturer now, it's only natural that she would attract attention.
ああ、そうだ。
Oh, that's right. Amane lightly clapped her hands together. It was hard to tell if she was aware of the surrounding looks. I got a really bad feeling about this. Whoa! Unlike her personality, her face was really well shaped, and suddenly it drew close to mine.
葵くん、ちょっと話があるんだけど。
Aoi-kun, I have a few things to discuss with you. Yes? Close, you're close, senpai. Really close. Didn't she notice this, with our foreheads almost sticking together, her breasts, they're pressing against me? What? Then her glossy lips moved slowly right in front of me.
仲良くしよ
Let's get along well. What? A huge question mark had to be floating above my head right now.
う。だがどうすればいいのかよくわからないので、教えてくれると助かる。
He's like, yeah, okay, that's fine, but if you could, like, climb off of me, please. Like, we're gonna get weird looks, man. Anyway, I don't really know what I was supposed to do, so it'd be great if you could help me with that. Her hand moved and touched the area around my elbow. What?
仲良くというのはこういう感じかな。
Does getting along mean something like this? No, it's like... Senpai stayed glued to me and started pondering. We were standing along in the middle of the hallway. We weren't even a little inconspicuous. What would other people think when they could see us like this?
アゲハが言っていただろう。飛岡先生の目をくらます必要があると。
You wanna know what's really gonna deceive him? If you guys start like fake dating in the middle of school. Anyway, Ageha said that we needed to deceive Tobioka-sensei, right? A sweet aroma was tickling my nostrils. Why do I feel like I'm losing some of my composure to the smell?
だから私も君と仲良くした方がいいのかなと。
So I thought that maybe I should get along with you as well.
顧問だしソアリング部だし協力するのはやぶさかではないんだが、でもやり方がよくわからないんだ。
I'm an advisor and in the Soaring Club, so it's not like I'm reluctant to help, but I don't know how I should do that.
ホタルがやっていたような、それでいいのか。
Doing it like Otaru would be fine? He's like, no, don't act like Otaru. Her hand moved from my elbow down towards my hand, brushed against my wrist. Then her fingers slowly entwined with mine. Hey! I was trying not to be impolite, but I panicked in the end and quickly pulled my hand back.
違うのか？仲良くしてみせるなら手をつなぐのでは？
He's like, not quite. Am I wrong? That you hold hands to show that you're getting along well? No, that's not incorrect, but... Well, wait, maybe in her head, getting along means holding hands and walking together? That's possible, but if it's her, it's possible to a frightening degree.
じゃあやろう。
Then let's do it. No, wait. You see, when it comes to masking the Soaring Club's activities, the two of us pretending to be getting along is meaningless. Hmm? Ah, she's thinking about it. Oh. She vigorously struck a fist into her palm.
考えてみれば確かにそうだ。私もソアリング部なんだった。さすが葵くんは頭の回転が速いな。
Now that I think about it, you're right. Since I'm also part of the Soaring Club, you have quite the sharp mind, Aoi-kun. Well, before I responded to her, I was overcome by a wave of fatigue.
そうか。私たちが仲良くしていてはいけないのか。
I see, so we shouldn't get along.
分かった。では仲良くしないようにしよう。もう用はない。あっち行け。君なんか嫌いだ。イエーイ、葵くんの女ったらしい。
I get it, so let's not get along. I don't have any more business with you. Go away. I hate guys like you, you womanizer. He's just silent. I guess what's going on inside her head. I wonder what's going on inside her head. I asked myself that question from the bottom of my heart. She's like, all right, we're acting. And she's like, I hate you.
おお、あまねちゃんの彼氏がやってきた。
All right, before we get to this, I have to resync. Give me just a second. Okay, we're back. Oh, looks like Amane-chan's boyfriend showed up.
今度は天音先輩か。この浮気者を爆発しやがれ。
Oh, so this time it's Amane-senpai, you cheating bastard. Go die. I told you that's not it. Why does everyone already know about that?
血は喧嘩したって。
A lover's quarrel, huh? Even you?
わかってるって。
I get it.
あまね先輩を落とすなら風車の話題で攻めるべきだよ。
If you're going for Amane-senpai, you should attack by bringing up the topic of windmills. You don't get it at all! Yeah, I'd say not. After I gave her an earful, I got exhausted and slumped down on my desk. After school.
はーい、みんなこっち来て。
Hey everyone, come over here. We headed towards the secret base, but Ageha stopped us. Asa-chan and Yoru-chan joined Ageha, Kotori, and me, so all the members of the Soaring Club were here.
どこ連れてく気？
You planning on taking us somewhere?
うちの部室。
Our club's club room.
部室？
Club room? We have a secret base, don't we?
あそこは郊外だし、妨害されても困るから、できるだけ隠しておきたいの。
Okay, now this section is actually one I'm really excited about because this is one of the times when, because of the translation, I have no freaking idea what they were talking about. So I'm actually excited for this section to see what the hell this actual explanation is, so buckle up. Anyway, but it's outside of school grounds, and it would be a problem if someone interfered, so I'd like to keep it a secret as much as possible.
なので、校内に部室があった方がいいわけね。実際に使うかどうかは別として。
Therefore, it's better to have a club room inside the school. Whether we actually use it or not is another matter. I see.
カムフラージュ作戦の一環ですね。
As a part of the covert operation, right?
その通り。
Exactly.
とはいえ、どこでもいいってわけじゃない。私の古巣ロボット部なんかじゃ飛び丘に全部筒抜けだもんね。
That said, it doesn't mean it can be anywhere. My old hideouts and the robotics club room were all leaked to Tobioka.
そこでツーリング部の部室を間借りさせてもらうことで話をつけてきました。
Therefore, I've already talked about borrowing a room from the touring club. Are you serious? I unintentionally raised my voice.
ツーリング部？
Touring club? a club with a purpose of touring, riding around with a car or bicycle. And just like the Soaring Club is building the glider to fly. The Touring Club is researching equipment necessary to ride, namely engines. Having clubs like these is a characteristic of our engineering schools like ours.
活動内容に分かり合える部分が多いし、人数に比べて広い作業場所を持っているしで、曲がりさせてもらうのには適当でね。
We can understand a lot of their club activities, and they have a spacious working area for relatively few members, so it wouldn't be a bother if we borrowed some.
共同使用の部室ということで、ツーリング部に同意してもらって、生徒会の承認取って。
We got the Touring Club's agreement to share the room, and it was even approved by the student council.
あちらさんのパソコンを1台、これも共用ってことにさせてもらって、グライダー関連の見られても構わないデータ入れて。
So we'll pretend to be using one of their PCs, and we'll put some data about gliders that we don't mind anyone seeing.
飛行教本とか航空力学とかそういった本をちょいと置かせてもらえば。
We'll also leave some textbooks on aviation and aerodynamics there.
はい、ツーリング部と共同使用の我がソアリング部の部室出来上がり。
And done! The Soaring Club's new room, shared with the Touring Club, is ready. Oh, amazing.
放課後秘密基地行く前にはできるだけこちらの新部室に立ち寄ってから行くこと。
After school... Sorry. Anyway, after school, before going to the secret base, we should try to drop by this new club room as often as possible.
外に出られるようにもなってるから、靴用意しといて、そっちから出るのがいいかもね。
It's possible to go outside from there, so I've already placed shoes there. So this is why you've been so busy lately.
まあね。
I guess, hehe. That really went to her head. What a triumphant expression she has.
やるじゃない。でも言ってくれればこちらも手伝ったのに。
Not bad, but if you told me about it, I would have helped as well. Kotori's expression was filled with admiration as she said this. Ageha's lips stiffened for some reason.
いやー、手伝ってもらうのはこれからなんだよね。
Well, when it comes to asking for help after this...
あら？
Huh? Ageha suddenly started beating around the bush.
実はまだ本決まりじゃなくてさ。
To be honest, it's not definite just yet.
生徒会の承認はもうもらったんだけど、ツーリング部の方がね、
We've
条
already...
件つけられて。
Sorry, too fast. We've already gotten the approval from the student council, but as for the Touring Club, they have a few conditions.
条件？
Conditions?
それにはみんなの力が必要なんだよね。
And for that, I'll need everyone's cooperation.
私たちの？何すればいいの？
Us? What should we do?
まあ、その、
well, yeah.
何よ、言ってごらんなさいよ。
What is it? Just spit it out already.
はい、小鳥、スマイル。
Alright, Kotori, smile.
あ？
She's like, what?
笑ってみて。
Try smiling.
楽しくないのに笑えないわよ。
This isn't fun, so I can't just smile like that.
朝ちゃん、夜ちゃんは？
Asa-chan, Yuri-chan, what about you? Her little smile, dude. She's so cute.
ハバネ先輩に同意します。理由もわからずに笑えません。
I agree with Habane senpai. I can't smile without knowing the reason.
そんなこと言わないで。ほら、バイトだと思って、いらっしゃいませーってノリでいけない？
Don't say it like that. Pretend it's like a part-time job where you have to greet the customers.
バイトなんかしたことないわ。
I've never had a part-time job before.
幸いする必要がありませんでした。
There's never been a reason for me to force a smile either.
ああ、そうきたか。
Ah, so it's come to that.
それならそれで、人生何事も経験ということで一つ。はい、笑顔ください。カシャ。
Alright, anyway, everything in life is an experience. Alright, show me some smiles. Click. Ageha whipped out her cell phone.
いいねいいね。はい、小鳥ちゃんこっち向いて笑って。かわいいよ、すごくいいよ。ナイス笑顔だよ。
Alright, come on, Kotori-chan. Look over here and show us a smile. A cute, really nice smile. She's like, why? She's just silent, like, why? Ah, what a cold gaze.
お願い、みんなの笑顔が必要なの。
Please, everyone's smile is necessary.
どういうことよ。
What do you mean?
つまりですね。
Basically, it's... I think I got it. Everyone looked over at me. The Touring Club is essentially a research club for cars and bikes. They're doing all sorts of things like engine maintenance or producing various components with skills that put even professionals to shame. This club is a pride of our school. The employment rate is 120%, meaning that they have job offers lined up years before they graduate. But when it comes to the members possessing such high skill, even though our school is one of the best in the subject, it consists of almost all guys. That's right, although the school has a high ratio of female students, very few of them are interested in these kinds of things. Oil, gas, tools, metallurgy, if that's how you say that, heavy weights, physical strength, that's what maintenance of machines is all about. They perform maintenance on the teachers' cars for free as part of their club activities. And with their abundance of knowledge, they can offer useful advice to teachers looking for new cars. They're well known among the city's mechanics and are best at negotiating discounts with car dealers. So they're an unrivaled, almost divine existence in our school. But they still have one problem. I clench my fist. A lack of female club members.
そうなのよ。
That's right. They all stink like oil. Their fingertips are black, uniforms riddled with oil stains, and holes burned from the sparks when welding. To be able to respond to machine failures at any time and place, they always carry around spanners and other tools, making heavy sounds as they stride along. With their scruffy traits being the embodiments of manliness, their popularity with females is naturally completely non-existent. Ouch. Even though it's an extremely important skill, they aren't recognized the manliest of men. They aren't recognized. The manliest of men. Tears spontaneously filled my eyes.
ああ、まあそういうことで、よろしくやってほしいのね。
This suddenly makes so much more sense so far. It actually makes sense now. I can't even start to begin to tell you what the translation looks like. Oh my god. Well, that's what it is. I'd be happy if you could cooperate.
Ageha.
Ageha. Katori looked scornfully at Ageha.
どの辺がそういうことなのかしら？
What exactly do you mean by that's what it is?
いや、別にみんなを売ったなんてことはしてないよ。
No, I mean, it's not like I sold you all out, you know?
当たり前よ。
That's a given!
ただ、物質として間借りするにあたって条件を出されて。
I'm just telling you the conditions to borrow the room. Explain those conditions already. Depending on the contents, we could all turn back right this moment.
毎日ちょっとだけでもいいんで、私たちが顔を出すこと。
They want us to show up every day, even if it's just for a moment.
部員の名前を覚えて挨拶すること。
To remember the club members' names and greet them.
それだけ？
That's it?
それぐらいなら。
If it's just that.
まあそんなに難しいことでもないですね。
Well, it's not that hard, is it?
よかった。
That's great.
嫌だって言われたら私一人でもやるしかないかなって覚悟してたのよ。
If you were to say no, I was prepared to do it all on my own.
もちろん絶対に向こうから手を触れない、室内に女の子一人という状態にはしない、そういう条件飲ませてるけどね。
Naturally, I told him that there's absolutely no touching allowed and that a girl should never be alone in the room.
当たり前よ。
That's a given!
もっともあちらはそれでもいいって、こちらの条件ほとんど丸飲みだったけどさ。
But even then, they said it was okay and accepted pretty much any of our conditions.
意外ですね。
That's a little unexpected. Ah, I understand. I really can understand their feelings. As I previously went to an all-boys school, I understand from the bottom of my heart. Even if they'd only be visiting, having girls coming by every day to a room full of nothing but dirty fellows would generate no low amount of excitement for them.
まあそういうわけで、部長、お願いね。
With that out of the way, Club President, I'm counting on you.
はい。
What?
これから交渉成立ってことで、今後よろしくっていう挨拶と。
Now that the negotiations are done, you should go greet them and...
部長同士の握手。
Pardon?
今、なんて。
What did you just say?
いや、だから挨拶と部長同士の握手。
Oh no.
だよ。
Just trails off. Well, you know, greeting, right?
挨拶と何？
Greeting and what?
いやー。
Well? Ageha turned her gaze upwards, and then, as you would expect...
部長同士の握手。
A handshake between fellow club presidents?
はい。
What? Everyone looked at Katori, freshly promoted from the circle leader to club president. Katori is, without exaggerating, beautiful. president of the touring club is in a higher year than I, but I know what he looks like. If the word filthy manifested in human form, it'd look more or less like he does. Uh-oh. Naturally, Kotori knew that as well. You could see the blood rapidly draining from her already white skin.
悪い人じゃないよ。熱心だし、私たちの活動も応援してくれてるし。
He's not a bad guy at all. He's enthusiastic, and he said he'd support our activities.
なら、あなたがやりなさいよ。
Then you do it instead.
部長同士が礼儀というものだって言われたらどうしようもないじゃんか。私でいいならやってるよ。
I was told it was good manners to do it between fellow presidents. There's nothing I can do about it. I would if I could.
じゃあ、今からあなたが部長よ。私は会長でいいわ。
Then you are the club president from now on. I'm fine with being the leader.
あんたの夢ってその程度のものだったの？
That's the attitude you have towards your dream? Wait, aren't you guys forgetting about someone? At times like this, it's the Soaring Club's ace's turn, the sole male member, me. Leave it to me, just for now, I'll be the club president.
あのさ、わかってる？
Say, don't you get it? What?
この1年、ソアリング部のトップだって言いまくってたのが誰か。
That certain someone who was bragging that she's at the top of the Soaring Club this year? She's like, uh-oh.
誰がうちの部長か知らない人、この学校にいないのよ。
There isn't anyone in this school who doesn't know who our club president is. But she was the leader, not the president.
逆の立場だったら、それで納得する？
If you were the other party, would you accept that explanation?
そもそも小鳥って知名度めちゃくちゃ高いのよ。
In the first
だから
place...
こそ向こうも OK してくれたんだから。
Sorry, too fast. In the first place, Kotori's really popular. That's why they agreed to this. So it's no good, huh?
ダメ。
Yeah, it's no good.
そういうことで、小鳥、お願いね。
So with that being said, we're counting on you, Kotori.
いい笑顔で言うな。
Don't say it with such a broad smile. We're counting on you, Kotori, if it's for the sake of our dream passing over the passes of clouds. I grip the back handles of the wheelchair. No!
スマイル、スマイル。
Smile, smile.
小鳥先輩、スマイルです。
Kotori-senpai, smile.
営業スマイルを得得しておくことは人生において必ず役に立ちます。
Learning the art of business smiles will certainly be helpful in life.
裏切り者。
Traitors! With our hearts united, we all headed to the club room together. After that, it all ended with the following resolution. The greeting between the presidents went pretty well. The other party was extremely nervous and was down before even touching her hand. When she regained a bit of her composure, Kotori made use of her sharp tongue for the first time in a while, and she mercilessly criticized the other party's body smell and clothing. Well, you know. They could use the advice.
似合うものを使ってるのも汚れるのもわかるわ。でもそれをそのままにするのがダメなのよ。
I understand that you're using smelly things and that you're getting dirty, but you can't just leave it like that.
綺麗にしようとする意志、常に正当する心がけ。
Try to clean up yourself. Always try to keep it in good order.
それがないからあんたたちは好かれないのよ。
And if you don't do that, no one is gonna like you. Get him, Kotori. When the wheelchair-bound beauty relentlessly told them off, it seemed that the rough touring club members awoke to something strange. Thereafter, Kotori reigned over the touring club members like an absolute leader. And they lived happily ever after, or something like that. Well, there you go. See, it all worked out. Today, Ageha didn't show up at the secret base again. We silently continued to do what we could.
そろそろ戻る？
Shouldn't we head home soon? Oh, it's already this late. There's still dinner to make back at the dorm, so we can't stay here too long. Looks like Ageha won't come today either.
そうみたいね。じゃあ帰りましょうか。
Sure does. Alright, let's go home. What are you trying to say? It was the same this morning. If you have something to say, just say it.
来ないんでしょ？アゲハ。
Ageha isn't coming, is she? Well, it doesn't look like she's coming, but what about it?
葵くんが言うならそうなんでしょ？じゃあみんな引き上げよう。
If Aoi-kun said it himself, it must be the case. Alright, everyone, let's go home.
はーい。
Okay,
わかりました。
alright. He's like, what the hell?
お疲れ様。
Good job. What? Again?
はい。あーちゃんから私の代わりに葵の遊び相手してあげてと。
Yes, Achan told me to go play with you in her stead. Thanks.
今度私もお菓子食べながら漫画読むのしに行くから。
This time, I'm gonna eat sweets while reading manga, too. Ah, Ageha, that's how your sister sees you.
ホタルちゃん、出 迎えお疲れ様。
Thanks for coming to meet us, Hotaru-chan.
こんばんは。
Good evening.
お姉さんのことなら気にしないで。ほとんど間違ってないから。
Don't mind your sister. Your guess was mostly right. I'll back you up on this one, club president. I'm telling you, man, I think she's, like, keeping away from them, you know? I don't think it's just camouflage. Is it all locked up? Let's get back home.
はい。
Yeah.
なかなか進みませんね。アゲハ先輩が来てくれないと。
We didn't really make too much progress since Ageha isn't showing up. Yeah, that's true. We were leaving both airframe manufacturing and negotiations with suppliers up to Ageha.
でも、もう少し何やってるのか教えてくれてもいいと思うのよね。
But it'd be nice if she could tell us what she's doing, even if it's just a little bit. I know, right? We didn't know a thing about the club room, for example.
そうね。
Yeah. Kotori looked at her right hand with an odd expression on her face.
明日は飛行訓練行くんでしょ？
You have flight training tomorrow, right? Yeah, it's the last flight before summer break. I want to fly not with a training plane, but with our own glider already.
そうね。
Yeah. For that, we need Ageha's help. What is she doing? I know, man. She has to communicate with him. Just can't leave him in the dark like this, dude. Like, she's the production person. She's the one that knows all this stuff. She can't just leave us high and dry. They can't do all this crap alone. Oh, I don't know if you guys heard that. That was my elbow. Anyway, well then, let's get going. It's a holiday, so I was relieved of my dorm mother duties. I'm off. I grabbed my phone out of my pocket and took a look at it. I sent Ageha a message but never got a response. It was quite early, so it wouldn't be weird if she was asleep. But even so, I'm a bit concerned. I know, man. We have to have a moment. We have to bond. I went to the station, took the train, and after a while, I arrived at the glider airfield. In the previous training time I got from investing money earned from my part-time job, I couldn't waste even a second of it. I have to rehearse everything I've learned so far, sort everything out, remember and try out various things. I'm continuing to fly more and more. I'm flying as much as possible. But it's nowhere near enough. I want to learn more about the sky, airflow, and piloting skills. I want to experience more and improve my abilities. The instructor is praising me, but it's still not enough. The strong downward air current from last year, I need to be able to fly even in conditions like that. It's true. He's trying to do the best he can because he can't miss it if it comes back around, you know? I spent a long time on the airfield before returning. Whew. I didn't feel it at all when I was flying, but once I got on the train, I was overcome by the fatigue. By the time I got off, it felt as if my whole body was made out of lead. Damn, just from something like that. As if I could go back home to rest now. I lightly run towards the secret base to take a look at the current situation and see if I could do a little work. Resting comes after that. I have to do my best.
葵くんだ。
Oh, Ai-kun. Kaneko?
やっほー。練習からの帰りかな。
Hey, did you just return from practice? Yeah.
毎週ご苦労さんだね。
Good work doing that every week. You too. Sorry for taking a break from the dorm work.
いやいや、葵くんに不自由させて、私たちだけ快適に過ごすなんてできないよ。
That's fine. We can't just take it easy at your expense. Thanks for that.
それじゃ、行こっか。
Well then, let's go. Kaneko grabbed my arm. Huh?
行くよ
Let's go. Where? Could it be that Kaneko wants to take a look at our secret base just like Kotaru did? No.
ー。もちろん、ここ。
Definitely not. There, of course.
グライダー作りもいいけど、たまには息抜きも必要だよ。
Building a glider is nice and all, but you need to take a breather once in a while.
ということで、おごるからお茶しよう。
So let's go for a cup of tea, my treat. He's like, okay. It's not that I changed my mind just because it's her treat, but she made it hard to refuse, so we went to a food court and sat down. We got a serving of ice cream for 2 people.
さすがにカフェフラックスは無理だしね。
So Cafe Flags is out of the question after all. It's expensive, so I refrained from choosing it since it's your treat.
いやいや、値段の方じゃなくてですね。
Oh no, it's not about the price. Kaneko looked at me meaningfully. Then what?
私が一丁悪いよね。
It'd be bad to go there with me, wouldn't it? What are you talking about?
私じゃないこと行きたいなーって決めてる相手いるんでしょ？
There's some other girl you'd want to go there with, right? Not really. I didn't think about that.
そっか、別なこと考えてたんだね。あ、かなこさんが普通の服着てるって下着じゃないぞって。
Yeah, because I think Cafe Flags is the fancy, like, very romantic-esque cafe, and I think that's the same cafe. I see, so you're thinking about other things, like, Kaneko was wearing normal clothes today, not just underwear. I wasn't thinking about that. Please don't say such stuff in a place like this.
その服の下にはあの姿があんな体がドキドキムラムラ
This was another one of the sections that I couldn't follow it at all. No idea what they were talking about before the patch. Like, it was just complete gibberish. No idea. Anyway, underneath those clothes, that bare skin, that body, your heart is beating faster and you're getting turned on. I am not.
しないの
You're not? No, I'm not. Well, now that I think about it, it wasn't exactly honest. It's true that my heart starts beating faster when she says suggestive things like that. That's why I was a bit sullen. What do you take me for?
男の子だと思ってるよ
I see you as a boy.
男の子ってみんなそういうものなんじゃないの
Aren't all boys the same in that regard? Well, generally, boys like girls, and I'm no exception, so my heart does beat faster, but
ムラムラは
what about getting turned on? I ignored that one. If you're just going to tease me, I'll return home. I have a lot of things to do after all.
ごめん怒らせるつもりじゃなくてね
Um,
ちょっとしたサービスだったんだけど
sorry, too fast. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you angry. I just thought I'd give you some service. Kaneko placed her elbows on the table. She leaned forward a bit, her breasts hovered above the table and swayed heavily. Service? No, I didn't look. Yeah, my eyes never got reflexively attracted to them. Kaneko smiled as if she had seen through me completely. It's impossible. I can't win against her on this battlefield.
でさ聞いたよ
So, I heard about something. What is it this time?
望月先輩元井天音先生あれまあともかくあの人に抱きついてたんだって
Mochizuki-senpai, or rather, Amane-sensei, huh? Well, either way, I heard you embraced her. That's wrong. It wasn't like that. To begin with, I didn't embrace her.
後でアゲハちゃんに謝っておきなよ
Just make sure you apologize to Ageha-chan later. What does she have to do with this?
いやー望月先輩ってのが意外でさこれは大穴かなってみんな言っててね
You know, it's unexpected that you did it with Mochizuki-senpai. Everyone is saying that such a big catch was very surprising. Everyone?
第1回水瀬葵獲得カップ馬券ならぬ人権発売中
Betting on the first Aoi Minase acquisition cup is now open.
今のところ本命と対抗馬と穴と大穴がいてね
So far, there's a favorite, its rival, a few uncertain positions, and the black horse. I've got to get rid of the hazard within the dorm.
大丈夫だよお金はかけてないから
It's alright, we're not betting any money after all. That's a given.
お気に入りのパンツをかけてるんだけどね
We're only betting our favorite panties, you see. That's even worse!
じゃあ誰が本命はっきりさせないといつまでも言われるよ
So, who's the favorite? If you don't make that clear, I'll keep bugging you. So apparently... So it's her and some unknown others, probably all of his friends, are all betting on who Aoi is gonna end up dating, I imagine. Interesting. Anyway. The favorite, you say? For some reason, my mouth couldn't form those words. He's like, I don't want to say. Kaneko made a broad smile as she waited for my answer.
葵くんには本当に感謝してるんだよ
I'm really grateful to you, Aoi-kun. If it's about the dorm mother work, I'm getting paid for it.
いやいや仕事のことだけじゃなくて
No, not just about the work.
葵くんが男の子だったから助かってる
It's a huge help that you're a boy. Huh?
これで新しい寮母の人が女の人だったら同学年とか同じ学校の女子だったら
If the new dorm mother was a woman, a girl in the same year, from the same school...
まあ青春の大事な時間を女を捨てて過ごして取り返しのつかないことになってたかなって
Well, youth is a precious time. If you pass it with just girls around, it can't be undone. I know what you mean. I went to an all-boys school before, after all. Without any girls around, boys were vulgar and lewd, and they were doing whatever they wanted. I can't say I was any different. It's the same for girls. I've heard it's quite bad at all girls schools as well. Our Flying Fish Manor was like that as well in the beginning.
気楽じゃあるんだけどね女だけってのはすごく
It's really comfortable if only girls are around. I can imagine that.
でもやっぱりそういうのないと人としてどうよって感じになっちゃうもんで
But in the end, if it's like this, you start wondering what kind of person you're becoming.
だから葵くんが来てくれて本当に良かったって心から思ってるんだよ
That's why I'm happy from the bottom of my heart that you came. Really, I'm just acting like normal though.
こういう機会でもないと言えなかったからね今だけ ここだけの話だよ。
I wouldn't have said it if I didn't get a chance like this. It's just between you and me. I understand.
で、ここだけついでにどうよ。葵くんとしては丸1年女の子だらけの場所で暮らしてみて。
While we're at it, Aoi-kun, how do you feel living around in a place with only girls around for the whole year? Well, you know, I was certainly exciting at the beginning, but I quickly got used to it. Now I can calmly pick up panties I find lying around and throw them into the washing machine. Being together with them all around the clock made all the illusions about girls I had back when I was in the all-boys school completely disappear. But of course I can't tell her that.
なんか失礼なこと考えてるね。
You're thinking about something rude, aren't you?
いいんだよ。こっちも男の子について分かったことがいろいろあるからね。
That's fine though. I learned a lot of things about boys as well.
そう。例えば葵くんが寝ているとき、あれがあんなになるなんて。これが意外に。
What the hell does that mean? Obviously we all know what that means, but how does she know? Anyway, like for example, when you're asleep, that thing becomes like that. It was a little unexpected. What are you talking about?
寝相の話だけど、なんだと思った？
Just your sleeping posture. What do you think? Or what did you think? He's just silent. My jaw dropped. Crap, I've fallen into her trap.
ねえ、なんだと思ったの？
Hey, what were you thinking about?
それとも、後で夜にでも二人っきりでじっくりお話ししよっか。
Definitely not Kaneko. I do like you, but not more than Ageha. Or perhaps you want to talk about it later, in the evening, with just the two of us. I'll pass. This time I clearly refused her without a trace of hesitation.
本命に悪いかな？
Would it be bad for the favorite? That's... I was at a loss for words. The moment she mentioned the favorite, someone's figure flickered in my mind. Once that image surfaced in my mind, I frantically denied it and tried to push it away, as if it was something extremely shameful. I had no idea what kind of expression I was showing at that moment. Yeah, he was thinking about Ageha. You know he was. But when I noticed, Kaneko seemed to be having fun. For some reason, she had a slightly wicked smile on her face.
いやー、いいもん見せてもらいました。
See, I think Kaneko was doing all this on purpose. I think she was just trying to get the ball rolling on Aoi realizing like who he likes. You know what I mean? I think that was. I mean, I think a big part of it was her just being, you know, genuine. I think it was her like being like, you know, hey, thanks for being who you are, and thanks for, you know, being a guy. It really made it, you know, it made things more exciting around the manor, and it wasn't so boring, and et cetera, et cetera. I think there was a lot of it that was genuine, but I think a side effect of what she wanted was to like get the ball rolling on the relationship stuff, because, you know, without interference, things never happen, you know? Anyway, wow, you showed me a nice expression there. Why are you looking at me with those shining eyes? Whoa. Sorry, I got a message. It's from Ageha.
アゲハちゃんかな？
Is it from Ageha-chan? How do you know that?
やっぱりね。
Just as I thought? That was a leading question, right?
いやいや、そんな上等なもんじゃなくて。
No, I'm not that good at it.
それよりメール見ないでいいの？
That aside, aren't you gonna read that email? Excuse me.
秘密基地に来てるよ。作業かなりはかどった。葵はそろそろ戻りかな。今日どうだった？こっち来るなら待ってるよ。
I came to the secret base. I've made considerable progress with the work. Are you returning soon? What are your plans for today? If you're coming over, I'll be waiting. I felt strangely relieved after reading that carefree email. Sorry, it looks like Ageha and the rest are waiting for me, so I'll be going.
ありゃ残念。それじゃあアゲハちゃんに謝っておいてね。
Ah, too bad. Well then, please apologize to Ageha-chan for me. What are you apologizing for?
そりゃ葵くんとの大事な時間を横取りしちゃったからね。
Well, because I've stolen some precious time with you. That's fine, though.
そう？それならもうちょっと葵くんを裸にしてみたいけどな。
Really? Then I'd like to see you bare yourself before me a little more. You didn't mean that in any weird sense, do you?
ないよ。ないですとも。多分少しも全然ないよ。
Nope, not at all. Not even a little bit. You really don't, right?
ないって信じてよ。
No, I don't. Trust me.
でも葵くんが望むならいつでもこちらは。
But if you want to, I'm always. Excuse me, thank you for the ice cream. He's like, okay, tonight, nice talking to you.
ありゃ、気の早い子って。
Oh, how hasty.
これは私から逃げたかったってだけじゃないね。
It's not just because you want to run away from me, is it?
葵くん、自分の気持ちにはさっさと気づいた方が 人生楽しく生きられるよ。
See, I told you she was doing this on purpose. I told you. Aoi-kun, your life will be more fun if you realize your own feelings already. Hell yeah, I told you she was trying to jog, like, get the process started. I told you. I was running while filled with strange emotions. I still had to buy some food, but nothing I needed to get from the underground mall at Windy. The sky isn't dark yet, so I don't think everyone's gonna leave just yet. If I hurry, maybe there's something left for me to do as well. Plus, he really wants to see Ageha. Let's see. Still panting hard.
おお、来たね。
Oh, there you are. Ageha. I wanted to ask her why she was here, but I was too out of breath to form words.
いやー、なんかそろそろ来そうだなって思ってさ。
Well, I just thought you'd show up about now. I see.
そんなに急がなくてもよかったのに。
You didn't have to hurry so much, though. No, well, I just...
どうもあれ、お疲れ。今日はどうだった？
In any case, good work. How'd it go today? It went pretty well. This time I have flown on my own increased... Or what? The time I have flown on my own increased considerably.
そっか、よかった。飛ぶには葵が頼りだからね。
I see. That's great. We're all counting on you to fly, after all. Thanks. Just leave it to me. So what about you?
おお、バッチしよう。
Oh, it was perfect. Ah, nice job. But we still have a long way to go.
うん。試験もあるから作業は本当にギリギリ。夏休み後半で完成できるかどうかってとこだね。
Yeah, and there are exams too. I'm not sure if we can finish by the latter half of summer break. That's bad.
うん、よくない。何か考えないとね。
Yeah, it's bad. We need to think of something. Even though we were talking about how our progress is bad, for some reason I feel strangely calm.
どうしたの？とりあえず中入ろう。
What's up? Let's get inside at least. It seems like she was waiting for my breathing to calm down. I think we might be almost to where we were.
おかえりなさい。
I think it was somewhere near here that I stopped the first time when we recorded episode, like part 18 that didn't go well. I think we're pretty close to where I stopped the first time, so yeah, I think we're just about there. So it looks like time-wise about matches up. Anyway, welcome back. Everyone else was here as well, but the mood seemed a bit weird for some reason.
本当だ。
Looks like it's true,
でしょ？
right? They started whispering as they looked at me.
すごいですね。
That's amazing. What is?
いや、別に。
Nothing in particular. What's up with you?
はい、タオル。
Here's a towel. She threw me a wet towel. Ah, thanks.
飲み物はいる？
Would you like something to drink? No thanks. I was drinking tea with Kaneko just now, after all. But, Ageha, what's up with everyone? Isn't the mood a bit weird?
あれ、そうなの？
It is? Did something happen before I came?
別に。仲良く作業してただけだよ。
Not really. We were just peacefully working together. But really, what's going on? They were talking about him. The dock was filled with raw materials that wasn't there before. There were a lot of pipes and metal fittings used in the scaffoldings at construction sites.
あんちゃんが届けてくれてさ。
We had it delivered to us from Anshan. Ah, I see. Like this, we can make a scaffolding to reconstruct the wings. Wings aren't completely flat and straight. They're composed of curved surfaces crafted after careful calculations. The blueprints were made by the genius Amane Mochizuki. But it's not certain that we'll be able to perfectly follow the blueprints to make the wings. It was now that our revived Soaring Club's strength would be put to the test. Alright, I put myself up as I smack my fist into the palm of my hand. We'll do this. With everyone's help, we'll surely be able to fly.
あ、でもごめん。明日からまたしばらく顔出せなくなるから。
But I'm sorry, but from tomorrow on, I won't be showing up for a while. Wait a minute, what is it this time?
いろいろいりそうだからさ。飛び岡にバレないように調達してこないと。
I need to do various things. We have to get supplies without being found out by Tobioka. Let us help you this time.
いや、私個人のコネだし。葵やみんなにはそれぞれのやることをやってほしいからさ。
No, Ageha, we need you. No, I'm using my own personal connections after all. It'd be better if all of you were focusing on doing your own things. Even if you say that, if you're not here, we don't have much confidence in our own workmanship.
情けないこと言わない。
Don't say such a pitiful thing.
大丈夫。葵ならできるよ。
It'll be fine. If it's you, you can do it. But, failure isn't an option at this point.
それなら私だって同じだよ。
It's the same for me.
その覚悟でやるって決めたんでしょ？
We've already resolved ourselves to do it, haven't we? I guess.
もちろん、私もできる限りは来るようにするからさ。
Of course, I'll still be showing up as much as I can. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, but please do so. You're the best when it comes to construction.
人を乗せるのが上手になったね。
You've gotten good at taking people for a ride. On my way back, or I wondered if by taking for a ride she meant flying together in a glider. Before I realized it, I reached the dorm. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Here's my real question. What the hell is she up to? Like, woman, like, we miss you. Like, the wings have to be correct. We can't afford to fool around or get them wrong. Like, now's the time, you know what I mean? Like, now's the time. Anyway, we're really close to, like, I don't know how much more we have before it's actually new for me, because we stopped at like 2:45 last time, but like the timing might be a little different, but we're very close, I think, to where I stopped last time. I think I stopped right on this screen last time, so possibly, don't quote me on that, but I almost think I stopped right on that screen, because, I mean, keep in mind that for an hour and a half, nothing made any sense, and I was just reading it, but I felt like I was reading Dr. Seuss that was like in Morse code or something, you know, or like, not like Morse code, but there was like in code, because nothing made sense. I had no idea what was happening, or any of the plot, and so I was very done after that, because I'm like, I'm done reading this nonsense, I can't go through it anymore. Anyway, but obviously now this all makes sense and all the plot makes total sense, so it's very, very cool, and suddenly it's not just nonsense anymore, and it's really interesting. Anyway, I hadn't received any emails. If it didn't seem like Ageha had gone to the dock early in the morning, I had made breakfast so when everyone wakes up we could start eating.
Ohayo!
Good morning. When I saw Kaneko, I felt a little uncomfortable.
昨日の話した?
That thing we talked about yesterday, did you do it? She made it sound kind of lewd. It isn't really anything we need to hide.
そうだね。それなら安心かな。
I guess. If so, I guess I'm relieved.
釈明の方、頑張ってね。
Good luck vindicating yourself. Vindicating? I look up at that mysterious word after school. I'll look up that mysterious word after school. Isn't vindicating, isn't it like validating? See, now I'm curious. Let's find out. Good God, I have 28 text messages. Anyway, sorry, I was just noticing. Like, holy shoot! Anyway, I'll check my phone in a second. Don't worry about it. Vindicating. I can't even spell vindicating. Vindication. Maybe that'll work. The action of clearing someone to blame of suspicion? There must be more. There must be more than that. Yeah, see, justification. Justification against denial or censure. I don't know, dude. Like, forget you. Stupid phone. This is what you get for looking up, and they're like, yeah, legally. I'm like, in general. Like, I was like, isn't it like justification? It's like validating yourself so you feel justified in something you're saying or feeling or thinking. I don't know, whatever. Whoa! Oh, sorry, I still haven't thanked you about the club room yet.
それはいいのよ。
That's
それより。
That's fine, but that aside. Akari adjusted her posture and looked right at me. Something bad's about to happen. Also, where's the music? It's really quiet.
水瀬
Oh, there it is.
このところ、あちらこちらで浮き名を流しているそうですね。
Minase, lately there have been rumors of your philandering. Huh?
ネタは上がってんだぞ。
We've even got evidence. What are you talking about?
かなこさん。いえ、しぐれさんとデートしていたそうね。
It seems like you were on a date with Kaneko-san. No, Shigure-san. It wasn't anything like that.
仲良く一つのアイスを分け合っていたと聞き及んでいますが。
I heard you were getting along and sharing the same ice cream.
関節キスだ。羨ましい。俺なんかあかりさんとまだそこまでは。
Okay, I did see this scene, but I think we're really close to being in new territory for me. Anyway, that's an indirect kiss. I'm jealous. I haven't went that far with Akari yet.
その前までなら進んでいるような言い方はやめなさい。
Stop talking like you've reached any point before that.
相変わらず鋭く釣れない。
As sharp and cold as ever, I like it.
そこがいい。
Leaving that guy aside, who's spreading rumors like that?
複数の目撃談、情報源からよ。写真もあるけど、見る？
Wow, it's like having the having the freaking press on you, dude. Like nothing they're doing is illegal. There's nothing wrong with this. Anyway, we have several first-hand witnesses. There are even pictures. You want to see? No thanks. That's true. It was a day off at Windy, so it's no wonder a lot of people saw us. But I just ran into Kaneko by chance and was invited.
言い訳するなよ。素直に自慢すればいいだろうが。
Don't make excuses. Just be honest and boast about it instead.
あなたは黙っていなさい。
You stay quiet.
はい。
Yes. Looks like he's happy just from getting scolded. Has he fallen that low in the end?
では望月先輩もとい望月先生のことはどう説明しますか？
Then what about Mochizuki-senpai? I mean, Mochizuki-sensei. How would you explain that? Huh?
廊下で抱き合っていたそうですね。校内風紀の面からもお互いの立場からも見過ごすわけにはいかないことですが。
Apparently, you were hugging each other in the corridor. Whether it's about the school's public morals or your own standpoints, it's something that can't be ignored. Well, it was an unexpected development that could certainly be misunderstood, but... It's really hard to explain that person's behavior. With great effort, I explained how we wanted to avert Tobioka's attention from the Soaring Club, and Senpai had misunderstood that.
なるほど。
I see. So, do you understand that it was all a misunderstanding?
あなたの主張は理解しました。
I understand your claim. She doesn't believe me?
まあ、かなこさんにしろ望月先生にしろ、ああいう人ですから、そんなところだと思っていましたが。
Well, considering what kind of people Kaneko and Mochizuki are, I thought it was something like that.
あなたの方にも誤解されて仕方のない面があるということも理解しておいた方がいいでしょうね。
It would also be better if you also understood that people can't help but misunderstand some things about you. About me, there's something people will misunderstand?
自覚していないのですか？
You weren't aware of it already? Well,
チェ、まったくこれだからモテモテ野郎は。
really now. That's why you're such a popular guy.
でもいいもんね。俺にはあかりさんがいるんだから。
But that's fine. I already have Akari after all.
いません。
No, you don't.
そういうこと言わないで。
Please don't say that.
ともあれ、もう少しばかり振る舞いには気をつけた方がいいでしょう。
In any case, just be a bit more careful about how you're behaving.
誰とは言いませんが、あなたの不祥事を待ち受け、ことさらに言い立てて問題に仕立て上げる人がいないとは限りません。
Yeah, I think we can all guess who that is. I won't tell you who, but there are people just waiting to report a scandal involving you or trying to frame you for something. Alright. Having said what she needed to as a student council president, her expression softened a little.
ふらふらしているのも悪いんじゃないの？
But isn't it also bad to be unclear about it? She's like, but not as a student council president, but just as Akari. She's like, I feel like you should stop, like, making Ageha misunderstand your relationships. Wink, wink.
はっきりと表明してしまえば、少なくとも変な噂はなくなるでしょうに。
If you announced it clearly, you'd at least get rid of all these weird rumors. Announced?
そうだぞ。俺なんかあかりさん一筋だから、いくら女の子と喋っていても誤解どころか記憶さえされない。
That's right. I'm already devoted to Akari, so no matter how much I speak with other girls, I don't recall any misunderstandings. As if that's something to be proud of.
まったく、さっさと決めちまえっての。アゲハだってまんざらでもないんだからさ。
Geez, just decide already. Ageha isn't that bad of a catch. Huh? My face turned white in an instant. Wait, why are you mentioning her now?
アホか。他に誰がいるってんだよ。
Are you an idiot? As if there's anyone else. No, wait. It's not like I'm...
どこからどう見てもなのにな。ですよね、あかりさん。
Huh, no matter how you look at it, that's how it seems, right, Akari? Yeah, sure, we're getting along well, but she's more of a close friend, so it's not like that. Huh. He snickered as if he was completely looking down on me. What?
別に。
Nothing?
あら、そうなの？それにしては優秀なセンサーを持っているそうだけど。
Oh, is that so? But when it comes to her, you have an excellent sensor. Sensor?
相手の居場所が確実にわかると聞いたわよ。
I heard you can reliably guess her location.
誰にも聞こえていなかった姫木さんの足音を真っ先に聞きつけたとか。
You can hear Himegi's footsteps long before anyone else.
姫木さんも屋内にいたのにあなたが来るのを感じ取って迎えに出たとか。
Himegi as well. Even when she's indoors, she senses that you're coming and goes out to greet you. He's just like, oh god, is that real? Now that she mentions it, it did happen. It's like, yeah, it's because you guys have this, like, there's an extra connection between the two of you. It's obvious. I see. So that's why there was such a weird atmosphere back then. But isn't that because we've known each other for so long that we know each other's behavior really well?
そうかもしれないわね。
It could be that.
でも違うかもしれないわよ。
But it could be something else.
だよな。それなら俺だって葵のことよく知ってるし。
Ha! Shout out to these two, man. They're like helping the ball get rolling. Hell yeah. Right? He's like, right? If that was the case, I'd know you just as well, Aoi.
でも葵はさ、俺とあかりさんのこと全然応援してくれないし。
But you know, you never supported me and Akari.
それは別の話です。
That's a completely different story. But that's not something that started recently. Ageha and I were always in sync with each other. That's why sometimes...
息が合うならそういうことなのでしょう。
If you're in sync together, isn't that what it means?
別に私は男女交際を禁止するつもりはありませんよ。
It's not like I'm trying to forbid friendship between boys and girls.
やった。
Yay!
もちろん同行していると判断した場合は当人同士がどうあろうとそれなりの対処をさせていただきますけどね。
Of course, if I judge that it's going too far, I'll deal with both involved parties accordingly.
ひどい。
That's mean. Mambo's shout was completely ignored.
では
Well then. Without giving me any room for a reply, Akari quickly left accompanied by Mambo. Yeah, see? Shout out to those two. They're like, get the ball rolling. Obviously,
色男。
you have
今
connections.
度は会長さんにまで手出すかこいつ。
Anyway, so yeah, obviously they're in sync. They have a deeper connection than him and anyone else. Everyone's aware of it. That's the reason there's this weird atmosphere around everyone. I'm just saying, yo, Playboy, so this time you're putting your hands on the president? And so he's like, oh god, shut up. Along with annoyance, I couldn't help but feel pity for Mambo. It would be nice if Akari and the others were noticing him at least a little. Yeah, yeah, you know. Yeah, you know. Yeah, so I think that might have been as far as I got. I think it was maybe here that I saved it because I remembered the last conversation, but we're getting really close to the end of what I recall. So I don't know, man. Getting very close to what I recall. And of course, but it was long before this that things stopped making sense.
おはようございます。
Good morning.
やー、ホタルちゃん、今日もかわいい。
Yay, Hotaru, you're looking as cute as ever. She's so cute.
ほんと、プニプニだ。
You're so soft.
いつも思うけど、アゲハの妹とは思えない華麗さだね。
Hotaru's like, what's happening? I always thought you're too sweet to be Ageha's sister. Oh, ouch. Hotaru was very popular with the boarders. She comes every morning so that they become familiar. No, that kind of treatment was already beyond mere familiarity.
ホタルちゃん、うちの子にならない？
Hotaru-chan, why don't you come live with us?
そうだよ。アゲハちゃん一緒でもいいよ。お姉さんたちが毎晩可愛がってあげる。
That's right. You could even come along with Ageha. We would shower you with affection every night.
青に、怖い。
She's like, help! Aoni, I'm scared. Hey now, everyone. I understand your feelings, but please calm down.
わかる？
You understand? Hotaru, you're so cute. It just can't be helped. Exactly.
可愛い。
Cute.
ああ、葵くん。ホタルちゃん口説くんだ。
Ah, Aoi-kun is hitting on Hotaru-chan.
ずるいぞ。
That's unfair. I'm not hitting on her.
口説いてないの？
You're not? I'm not. She's like, oh, dang. Hotaru puffed her cheeks and seemed dissatisfied. As she did so, I poked her cheek. That's so cute. Oh, sorry. They look so soft I just couldn't help myself. I know. It's just like no one can help it. I mean, how could you not? She's adorable.
あー、ずるい。
Oh, that's not fair.
私もやる。
I want to try too. Fingers reached out from all directions and started poking and prodding at Hotaru's puffed cheeks.
青に、助けて。
I'll need help. Come on, guys. Hurry up and eat your breakfast. You'll be late.
おはよう。
Morning. Hey.
おはようございます。
Good morning.
あ、おはよう。
Ah, morning. Kotori looked behind Hotaru.
あーちゃんなら先にお出かけしました。
If you're looking for Achan, she's already left.
また？本当何やってるのかしら。
Again? Really now? What is she up to?
あなた聞いてない？
You don't know? Hotaru shook her head. I see. Hotaru doesn't know that either. Seriously, what are you doing, Ageha? She could at least tell me. I know. Like, there's this rift forming, man. We miss her, and everyone thinks that like Aoi and her are together, and like no one else does. And like, come on. Anyway, we finished breakfast, cleaned up the plates, and went to school. Yeah, this all seems new. I think I probably stopped right before the last slide. So, you know, the last little section. So yeah, because that whole interaction was new to me as well. So we're in new territory. Anyway, Hotaru was walking by my side while I was pushing Kotori's wheelchair. The Kazuto sisters followed behind us. Ageha would usually join up with us on the way, but she stopped doing that a while ago.
アゲハ先輩、今日もいらっしゃらないですね。
Ageha senpai isn't coming today either.
あの人がいてくれないと実作業が進められないのですが。
If she doesn't come, we won't get any serious work done.
部長の目の前でよく言えるわね。
You're quite insolent to say this in front of the leader.
来なさい、ハット。
Get her hat.
わー。すごいです、こ
That's amazing, Kotori.
これが部長の人徳というものよ。
Haha, you could say this is a personal virtue of your leader.
ハットは鳥さんだから鳥徳じゃ。
Hat is a bird, though, so it's more like a bird virtue.
ハット、そっちもお仕置き。
Hat, punish her too.
わわ。
They're so cute. Everyone is so adorable. There's so many cute things in this. I can't even take it. Hotaru laughed out loud, which is quite rare. Now that I think about it, Hotaru rarely laughs like this. Even though they're sisters, she is the complete opposite of Ageha. Ageha laughs out loud about almost anything. They look so alike that it's strange that their personalities differ so much. If I had any brothers, I wonder if we would have been similar or completely different.
わー、飛びたい。
Oh, I want to fly. Kotori suddenly flung her arms up in the air. What is it all of a sudden?
ハット見てたらそう思ったのよ。
I just thought that when I looked at Hat.
もう1年よ。あれから1年。その間一度も飛べてないじゃない。
It's been a year, a whole year. Since then, I haven't flown even once. That's true. In my case, I've been flying on the glider field many times. But Kotori, just like Ageha and everyone else, hasn't done this. Not to mention, flying with our own wings, we haven't done that once since the incident last year.
このままじゃすぐ夏休みよ。そしてすぐ来るわ。
At this rate, it'll be summer break soon, and then it'll come.
モーニンググローリーですね。
Morning glory, huh?
そうよ。雲の回廊、あれが来るの。
Yeah, the passage of clouds, it'll come.
確証はあるのですか？
You sure about that?
もちろん。ね、葵くん。
Of course, right, Aoi-kun? Yeah. She suddenly put on airs, but I responded without the slightest hesitation. We will fly up into the sky with our own wings. This is my own unshakable dream that has been lying in hiding for this whole year. During the upcoming season, the summer, this dream will surely come true. We've been working really hard for this. That's why I know it'll come. The morning glory will come. What happened last year was a sign. All our data points to it. It will come this year.
そうよね。
That's right. It will definitely come. I clenched my fist. And then we will fly over it.
飛ぶのよ。
Yeah, we will fly.
飛びましょう。
Let's fly. Kotori clenched her fist and Asa vigorously thrust her arms up. We all looked up at the blue sky. We imagined white wings dancing up there. Our new glider dancing in the wind. Those were our wings. This sky will become ours.
まったく。困った人たちですね。
Good grief, those guys are such a handful. I like her cute little smile, dude. She plays like the detached member, but she is a member and she does love having this friend group. Anyway, something that I don't understand, I wonder why they didn't paint the glider like something more, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, if it was mine and if I had hand built this glider, like, I don't know, I would have painted something on it, like maybe at least have all of us sign it, you know what I mean? I don't know, something like that, you know, like, but like in a painted form, like having everyone that made it sign their name on it and maybe a date or something, or I don't know, or like a some sort of art thing, or I don't know. I would have given it more personality, and like I would have found a way to have made it special and different looking, just so you can be like, I built this glider with my friends, you know what I mean? I mean, it just that's what I would have done. Anyway, even though she said this, even Yoru seemed happy. See, that's something. Then something suddenly got on my mind. Good God, my brain shut off. Hey Hotaru, what's up with Ageha?
あーちゃん？
Achan? Did she tell you anything?
聞いたことない。
No, nothing. What the? Well, I can't assume that Ageha doesn't care about it just because she hasn't said anything to Hotaru.
でもすごく燃えてるよ。
But she,
あーちゃん。
but she is definitely fired up. Fired up.
目すごい。ボーボーのゴーゴー。出かけるとき気合入りまくり。火の玉。
Her eyes are always burning with vigor. Whenever we're heading out, she's always full of energy, like a fireball. Whenever you're heading out, you mean every day? Yep. For some reason, Ageha's behavior doesn't quite add up lately. That's one of the reasons why I can't figure out what she's up to. What is she thinking? What is she thinking about? Flying? I haven't directly asked her about that. I don't know, man. I don't know. Tabioka wasn't around the school gates. Hotaru lightly tugged at my sleeve.
その
Well, yeah. Well, she's right. We have to be careful about Tabioka anyway. The Soaring Club's members shouldn't hang out together too much. It would be suspicious if I wasn't accompanying Kotori, but other than that, we let Asa and Yoru go ahead first. Even after a minute or so, we also headed towards the school gate. Hey, I lightly pulled Hotaru closer. She's like, oh, Let's push it together, okay? Okay. We began pushing Katori's wheelchair together.
ああ、仲がよろしいですこと。
Ah, you sure are getting along. Ageha authorized this, right?
分かってるわよ。
I know, I know.
何考えてるのかしら。
I wonder what this girl is thinking.
よいしょ、よいしょ。
Hotaru seemed to be enjoying pushing the wheelchair. Yeah, man, what the hell's up with Ageha? We parted with Hotaru and headed towards our classroom. Ah, she's here.
はいはい、ごちそうさま。
Yeah, there's your sweetheart. What are you talking about? They're just rumors.
私には聞こえませんでしたけど。
But I didn't hear any rumors. Which one? Ageha? Amane? Which one? Oh, there we go.
あーっせ、遅いぞ会長。
Yo, you're late, leader.
あんたが早いのよ。何やってんのよ、毎日毎日。
You're early. What do you do every day? Oh, as expected from Katori, she didn't bother with reading the mood or judging the situation and cut to the chase right away.
まあ、いろいろさ。
Well, various things. But Ageha was quite used to dealing with Katori and smoothly dodged the question without batting an eye.
いろいろじゃわかんないのよ。説明してくれてもいいじゃない。
What are those various things? Can't you just explain yourself? Katori shot an even more straightforward question. My own feelings followed suit. That's right, Ageha, tell us what you've been doing. Otherwise, it'll be on our minds and we won't be able to focus on work.
それが今はまだ言えないことが多いんだよね。
You see, there's a lot of stuff I can't talk about just yet.
私たちにも。
Even to us?
みんなにも。
Yeah, to anyone.
何よそれ。ふざけないでよ。
What the heck? Quit messing around.
ふざけてないよ。
I'm not messing around.
ふざけてるでしょその態度。
Yes, you are. You're acting like that. Now. When it seemed like it would get out of hand, I stepped in. It's quite nostalgic seeing you two argue like this.
思い出させないでよ。
Don't remind me. When she remembered her obstinate past self, Katori started sulking.
ああ、そんなこともあったの、おじいさんや。
Yeah, we used to do that back in the day, right, Gramps? Yeah, Granny, you're the oldest among us, and your birthday is close by.
さらば青春、さらば若き日。さようなら、私たちのシャイニングデイズ。
Farewell, adolescence. Farewell, youth. Goodbye, our shining days. You gave up so quickly.
というわけで、葵、週末付き合ってね。
Ooh. Anyway, Aoi, hang out with me on the weekend. Okay. Damn, I replied without thinking out of habit. What was it just now? Weekend?
週末。
Yeah, weekend. Normally, I'd spend the weekend at the gliding grounds or my part-time job at Anton's workshop, but our finals are starting next week, so I was planning to take a break from both and spend time studying.
日曜はさすがに勉強だよ。でも土曜日ならちょっとぐらいいいよね。
Of course, we have to study on Sunday, but it would be fine to hang out on Saturday for a while, right?
お、デートのお誘いか。大胆だね。
Ah, you're asking him on a date. How bold. It's not like that. When Ageha asks me to hang out, it always means going around hardware stores and shops with various materials. It's not going to develop into anything that Katori expected. Oh, please. Oh, please. Ah, sweet, naive Aoi. Thinking it wouldn't develop into anything, the fool. Anyway, before I knew it, time flew by and the weekend came. Hell yeah, finally. Finally. Some quality time with Ageha, finally. 1, 2, 3, 4. I carefully stretched before heading out. Hibari came here, so I didn't need to worry about Katori. The Kazuto sisters were visiting their grandfather today and already left. There weren't any problems at the dorm. My only concern was my endurance. She definitely made me carry tons of tools and materials. I'll have to transport those to our secret base, so I'll probably have to make a few round trips too. It was hot today, so I prepared plenty of water to drink. All I had to do was stretching my body and I was good to go. It's so funny, dude. He's like so ready for like all this labor. Like, I mean, maybe it happens, but like, I don't feel like that's probably what happens. I feel like he's gonna be shocked because it's gonna be something super sweet or something, you know? Anyway, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. Okay, it's almost time. It's almost the time we planned to meet. It sure has been a while since I've been out with Ageha. A really long time. A long time? Huh? Wait a second. When was the last time I hung out with Ageha? We often talked one-on-one in the classroom. When she dropped by in the dorm, it was also often just the two of us. We frequently walked together to our part-time job at Anton's workshop. That's not hanging out just to make time just because. But meeting up like this and going somewhere, just the two of us, now that I think about it, it's really been a while. No. It's been far longer than a while. Isn't this the first time since last year? Last year, we went to Windy together, and since then... What the heck? I got strangely uneasy and looked around restlessly. Hold on a second, calm down. It's Ageha. It's just Ageha, right? It's not like it's anyone special. Ouch. But no, he doesn't mean it like that. Anyway, besides, we won't be visiting any romantic places, just some hardware stores, raw material shops, or maybe a library. It's not gonna happen, dude. It's gonna be romantic, and you're gonna have feelings, and it's gonna be great.
Oh, もう来てたか。
Oh, you're already here. Yeah, you're late.
待たせちゃった？
Did I keep you waiting? If I waited any longer in this heat, I'd have gotten dehydrated.
それは大変。じゃあ行こっか。
Oh my, that's tough. Anyway, let's go. Yeah. He's all nervous now. See, suddenly he's all nervous. Her shoulders are exposed. Lately, I've only been seeing her in her school uniform, so it was a strangely fresh sight. They were thin and round, and pretty. You see, now suddenly he's all psyched
どうした
out. See, now suddenly he's all psyched out. Now he can't stop thinking about it. Something wrong? No.
それにしてもさ、葵綺麗だよね。
Well, anyway, it sure is quite a sight, Aoi. What is?
だから。
You are.
いい体してんじゃん。足はがっしり、お尻は引き締まって、上半身は逆三角形。
Ageha, let's go. She's like, yeah, man, just like no more of this fooling around crap either, dude. Like let's get more serious. You've got a great body, tough legs, nice butt, muscular torso. What are you looking at?
だから体だって。
Like I said, your body. She said it so bluntly, I couldn't even complain. Ageha's glance surveyed my body even more closely.
うんうん。制服で隠すのもったいない。いい体だね。
Boy, what is happening right now? Yeah, it's a shame to hide such a nice body under that uniform.
トレーニング欠かしてないね。
You don't skip your training, do you? Well, to fly, I need to lose some weight and improve my reflexes. Wait, isn't it usually the other way around?
お、逆の方がいい？じゃあ、じっくりたっぷり見る？
Do you think she's doing this on purpose, or do you think it's just funny coincidence and she's unaware of all the thoughts he's having, you know? I don't know. Oh, you'd rather have it the other way? Well then, take a really good look. Ageha lightly lifted her arms and presented her whole body to me, as if she was about to have her measurement taken. No, I mean, even if she does that, I shouldn't stare at from top to bottom, from her hair to her feet. Ah, sandals. Will she be fine in those, I wonder? The heels are pretty high. Oh, she painted her toenails nicely. Like suddenly he can't stop thinking about her, dude. Her eyes started moving back up, or my eyes started moving back up. Her knees, thighs, hips, waist. Was Ageha always this thin? Gulp.
こら、目がやらしい。
Hey, your eyes are lewd. What are you saying after showing me all that?
葵のエッチ。
Owie, you're a pervert. So are you. You're the one who started this in the first place.
顔真っ赤。
Your face is bright red.
葵、すぐ赤くなるよね。
You turn red so quickly. Her smile made me feel something different than embarrassment. Yeah, I agree.
さて、ジャブの応酬も済んだところで行きますか。
Well then, now that we've finished exchanging jabs, let's go. Damn you. So where are we going? I prepared myself to carry a lot of heavy things.
うんうん。いい心がけだ、荷物持ちくん。
Yeah, that's the spirit, Mr. Luggage Carrier. I can handle anything up to 18-liter drum, but stuff heavier than that is out of the question.
あは、大丈夫大丈夫。そんなの買わないって。
No worries, I won't be buying anything like that. Ageha took the lead and started walking. What are you gonna buy? You've already got all the tools you need, right? If it's something special, right now our budget is...
まあ、特殊というか、なんというか。
Well, I don't know if I'd call it special or not. He's like, okay.
買うのに付き合ってもらってなんだけどさ、葵には使えないものなんだよね。
I've had you come along with me to buy it, but it's not something you could use. I couldn't? Something that requires a lot of skills or advanced technical knowledge to use? I highly doubt it. But she's only been studying since last year. At this stage, she shouldn't need to buy anything like that. Yeah, dude, I highly doubt it. Windy? There are all sorts of stores here, including Ageha's family store, Hamegi Sports, and Mabo's Taioken. There's a small hardware store too. I came there when I needed something and walked around to check if they had it.
それじゃあこっち。
Okay, there. Huh? To the top floor? He's like, what's happening? Ageha went towards the escalator to the top floor. The hardware store isn't there. Is she gonna drop by Hamegi Sports? Whoa! I gasped as soon as I saw Ageha's destination. Underwear? It was an underwear store. A woman's underwear store. A specialist one at that. It was aimed at young women. It offered various designs and colors, frilly types, erotic types.
言ったよね。葵 葵には使えないものだって。
I told you I'm buying something you can't use. 100%, dude. She's doing this on purpose. There's no freaking way. There's no way. Whatever she's doing, I think she's making her move, and I'm all about it. Anyway, yeah, you said that. You did say that, but my face turned red and I got sweaty. I couldn't find any place to look at, so eventually I just covered my eyes and stood stock still.
真っ赤。
You're so red. Of course I am.
そんな顔してそんな声出してたら注目の的だぜ。
If you keep yelling like that with such a red face, you'll become the center of attention.
ほれほれ見られてる。みんな見てるよ。噂してるよ。
You see? People are looking at you. Everyone's looking and whispering among themselves.
何あの人、下着売り場でエッチ。やだ、変態よ。警察呼んで。警風の男子よ。
What is that guy doing in an underwear store? Ew, what a creep. Pervert. Call the police. It's a boy. It's the boy. It's a boy from Keifu Academy. He's just like silent. Why is she trying to embarrass me like this? I'll wait outside.
ああ、じゃあいくつか試着するから少しかかるんで待っててね。
Okay, well then I'm gonna try on a few pairs. So you'll have to wait a while. He's like, okay. Try on in an underwear store? That means he's like, oh god. I turned my back at the store and tried to calm down my breathing. I have to drive away those wild thoughts. Get a hold of yourself, damn it. That's it. Imagine that you're flying. Stance, sudden stall, turbulence, spinning, rocking, descent. If you're riding a bicycle, even if you have an accident, it happens on the ground. But if you have an accident in a glider, you fall to the ground from the sky. You can't lose composure no matter what. Returning safely to the ground is the top priority for a pilot. Soon I will fly over the passage of clouds. He's like, calm down, think about anything else. That's why I can't allow myself to get agitated by something like this. Calm down, keep the plane level, watch the wind with the wings, or catch the wind with the wings. I inhaled deeply and managed to regain composure. That's right, it's only Ageha. When we were little kids, we were taking baths together, and...
ねえ、葵はどの色のブラが好き？
Hey, Aoi, what color bras do you like? He's like, oh god, my composure, it's gone. I can't calm down.
その顔、すごいよ。
That face was priceless. You little...
いやいや、もう終わったから大丈夫だよ。
No worries, I'm done already. You can relax. Huh?
何買うか最初から決めてあったから。試着なんてとっくに何度もやってますって。
I had already decided what to buy beforehand. I'd already tried them on a bunch of times. Ageha proudly showed me a small colorful box that resembled a pack of candies.
ほれ、厳選したパンツとブラ。見る？
Look, my carefully selected bra and panties. Want to see? And he's like, don't show me. Little laugh. Damn, why is... Or no, that wasn't him laughing. That's probably him freaking out. Damn, why is man stuff so simple when women's ones are packaged like this, even if it's just underwear? No, this isn't the main problem. What are you up to?
いや、軽いものを先に買った方が荷物抱えてうろつき回るよりいいでしょ？
Well, I just thought it'd be easier if I bought light things first. It's better than carrying a bunch of heavy things around, right? That's not what I'm talking about.
さて、次。
Okay, next stop. Hey! 100%, dude. There's no way that she's like just fooling around. She's doing this on purpose. There's no freaking way. Like, I may have been born yesterday, but it wasn't last night, okay? Anyway, what was the clothes store? There next was the clothes store on the same floor.
これは葵に見てもらわないとならなくてね。
There's something I wanted to consult with you about. I don't trust you now.
いや。ほら、こっちのブラウスとこっちのどっちがいい？
No, seriously. Look, which blouse is better, this or that one? Both are fine.
じゃあ両方。
Then I'll get both.
と言えたらよかったんだけどね。
Is what I...
さすがにそこまでお金ないのさ。
Sorry, pause in the middle, my bad. Anyway, is what I would like to say, but I don't have that much money.
ほら、私が着てるとこを想像してみてよ。
You realize how dangerous this is, Ageha. Like, he's like, I'm trying to remain calm. He's like, for some reason, he's trying to fight his feelings, which God knows why. Anyway, come on, try to imagine me wearing these.
これとこれ。こっちのちょっと大胆なのはどう？
This one and this one. This one is a little daring. What do you think? I don't know anything about girl clothes.
いや、だからこそ新鮮な正直な目で素直に聞かせてほしいわけね。
No, I want an opinion from a different perspective. That's why I want to hear what you honestly think about them. He's like, I think you'd look hot no matter what you were wearing.
どっち着てる私と歩きたい？
Which one would you like me to wear while I'm walking next to you? Walking? Together? Side by side? Could this mean a date? Me and Ageha, Like boyfriend and girlfriend, surrounded by a romantic aura and being all over each other? Nah, nothing like that.
何も着ない方が好み
You'd prefer me not to wear anything? Of course not. Anyway, why are you asking a guy about that? Talk about the stuff with other girls.
だってさ、やっぱり見てほしい相手に見てもらった方が確実じゃない？
Well, but don't you think consulting it with the person you want to show it to is more reliable? Oh! Person you want to show it to?
はあ、忘れてるこいつ。
Oh,
ひどい。
oh, you forgot about it. How could you? What have I forgotten? Aga puffed her cheeks. It was a sign that she was seriously pissed.
クイズだよ。ここはどこでしょう？ヒント、この間のお話。
Uh-oh, he's messed up somehow. That's what I was thinking. What went wrong? What'd he say? Here's a quiz for you. Where are we now? Hint, we spoke about it the other day. Our old secret base? We certainly did talk about it.
正解。では第2問。
Correct. Second question.
そこで葵は私に何て言ったでしょう？
What did you say to me there? At our old secret base. Ooh, are we gonna have some feels? Is it that? She wants me to say that right here? But Ageha was giving off an intention impression that she won't forgive me if I don't say it. That's, I got a little carried away back then. I didn't really understand anything. She's like, bad fucking move, bro. Huh? Whoa, the wrinkles on her forehead are so huge that they look like something straight out of a bad manga. You see, oh man, I have no choice but to say it. Say it, dude! Let the feels happen. Ageha knows this. I frantically moved my trembling lips and spoke those words. I like you. Will you go out with me?
Huh?
Oh! Ageha was taken aback. She turned completely pale. She got really completely, spectacularly, utterly dumbfounded.
は
Hell yeah. You're the one who wanted me to say it. Yeah, I said it. I asked you to go out with me. I thought that's what guys and girls normally do. Whoa, that's my dark past I kept sealed up until now. If there was no one around, I would have covered my head and rolled on the ground in shame. I was so embarrassed I could die. Ah, yes. Before I moved away, I was at the age where I would get a little excited whenever I saw a girl in underwear in a manga or pass a slight older girl on the street. Ah, yes, when he was getting older. Ah, puberty. At the time, I learned that boys are supposed to confess to girls that they like. So, I said it to the girl I liked the most back then. Ageha. When I thought about it, the words I said then came back to me so clearly. I like you, go out with me. Then Ageha, she... what'd she say again? I remember her face at that moment. It was the same as now, dumbfounded, shocked, and pale, with her eyes and mouth wide open. But I can't remember what she said. I only remember that in the end, Ageha didn't go out with me. In other words, I was dumped. Well, that's not necessarily, though. Like, what'd she say? Like, depending on what she said could change everything. I'm not really sure what brought things to the point where I confessed to her. We were always hanging out together, to the point where we were even fine with touching each other's bodies. We were practicing judo holds and tickling each other and such. But anyway, I clearly remember that my confession wasn't accepted. I was sure Ageha would be happy and everything would go smoothly, so I was shocked. After that, things got kinda awkward between us and we stopped meeting each other. During that time, I moved away and left Kazagura. Yikes. What a bad way to cut things off, dude. Even now, we've reached the present day. Why is it so painful to remember my old self? I was dripping with sweat, breathing heavily, and I was burning with shame.
いやー、その...
No, that's, Ageha, still completely pale, was mumbling monotonely.
悪かった。私が全面的に間違ってましたです。
I'm sorry, I completely screwed up. He's like, sorry?
いや、だから言わせたかったのはそっちじゃなくて。
Oh. Awkward. Well, you see, what I wanted you to say wasn't that.
アゲハって男みたいだよなって。あっち。
Oh! That's true, he did say that earlier. That's true. That's fantastic. So that's the whole point she was doing this, is to prove, like, see, I'm a girl, or whatever, like, but obviously it's gonna work anyway, because it's gonna jog the whole feelings thing. He's gonna realize that he cared about her, he cares about her a lot. Hell yeah, it still worked out. It was not intentional. You could see the path. She's like, see, I do girl things. I'm not just a tomboy or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? That's why she was doing it, and like, but obviously it's gonna work anyway, so hell yeah. Anyway, you said I look like a boy. That's what I had in mind. When Ageha said this, she turned red and hung her head.
ごめん。
Sorry. This time I turned pale. That's right, I did say that before I confessed. I said that before I confessed. Ageha, you look like a boy. Yikes, you're not a girl, you're bigger than me. Your chest is totally flat. Oh my god, dude, what the hell? Yeah, I certainly said that.
でしょ?
Right. Ageha and I didn't say anything beyond that. Oh. In the end, we didn't buy either blouse and slowly walked out of the store. After we moved to another floor, I finally managed to change the mood. Yikes. Hey! Look at this dude! She's so adorable! Anyway, here, my treat. I feel so guilty I could barely say anything as I treated her to a crepe? Some sort of food item, I don't know.
許す。
You're forgiven. Ageha instantly returned to normal. Her spirits lifted up so easily that this pale shocked expression that just a moment ago seemed like an illusion. I breathed a sigh of relief when she recovered.
つまりね、そういうことなのよ。
So yeah, that's what it was all about. Huh?
葵のせいなわけ。
This is because of you. What is?
これ。
This. Ageha lightly waved the shopping bag she was carrying. It's that underwear from before. Oh, I can't look at it directly.
男みたいだ。男だって言われたの。すごくショックでさ。
When you said that I'm a boy because I look like one, I was really shocked.
しかも、言うだけ言って葵逃げちゃうし。
Moreover, you ran away after you said it. I didn't run away, I moved to a different town.
私の前から消えたんだから同じだって。
You weren't by my side anymore, so it's the same thing.
で、私は決心したわけ。
And so I resolved myself. Ageha raised her crepe, if that's how you say that, up high. She looked almost like the Statue of Liberty holding up her torch. Whoa, be careful, the contents will spill.
見返してやる。あの何も分かってないバカ青よ。
I will triumph over that clueless idiot, Aoi.
男だって言ったことごめんなさいさせてやるって。
And I'll make him apologize for calling me a boy. Just when the chocolate cream was about to spill, Ageha swiftly lowered her hand.
おいしい。
Delicious. She took a huge bite and smiled broadly.
で、私は目覚め
It
た。
has awoken. An unknown power that was lying dormant in your right arm?
そう。古代から連綿と続く人間界に紛れた魔族の血を示す紋章が浮き上がるこの封印されし邪悪なる右腕が。
Yes, the mark of demons who live among humans since time immemorial appeared on the sealed evil right arm. Whoa, she said all that all in one breath. So what was it?
おしゃれに。
My fashion sense. We continued as if nothing happened. We aren't old buddies just for show.
女の子らしく、可愛く、葵が夢中になるように。
Aw, that's the reason she's all like, oh, she's so cute. I shipped them so bad. Sorry, anyway. I wanted to become more feminine, more charming, so that I would completely dazzle you.
葵が、私が悪うございました。可愛いアゲハ様と、私の前に土下座するくらいに。
To the point where you would kneel down before me and say, I was wrong, my cute Ageha-sama. Oh, that. I'll do that when hell freezes over.
そうそう、あたうべからずっておいおいそれ不可能ってことやないけ。
That's right, you do it when. Wait a second, doesn't that mean you'll never do it? Ageha shook her empty hand around.
折檻するね。後でじっくり。
I'll punish you later, thoroughly. Will you solder my fingers? Weld my eyelids? Going to the workshop in this situation is scary.
心にドリル、魂にアークコー。
A drill into your heart, a flash of an arc welder to your soul. You'll drill my chest and pour molten metal inside. Whoa, that's terrifying.
お表には何て書く？
What should I write on your gravestone? Here lies a lone boy who yearned for the sky. His soul became one with the morning glory.
よし、最後の晩餐と行こう。
Okay, have your last meal. She thrust the crepe, if that's what it is, that she had already taken a huge bite of right before my eyes.
ほら、自分の分買ってないでしょ？
Here, you didn't get one for yourself, did you? No thanks.
私だけ食べるってのもなんか嫌じゃない？
But it feels kind of bad if I'm the only one eating. Okay, I'll buy myself one.
いいからいいから。
Oh, take it already. Yeah, man, you have to have a cute sharing food together. It's a hallmark. Come on. She forced her crepe on me. But, well, it's Ageha. We used to do this all the time in the past. No, not just in the past. I happened to taste her indirect kiss when we were sharing ice cream last year. Hell yeah. Alright, I'll have some. Munch. That's right. This used to be completely normal for us back in the day. When we were struggling over a popsicle, trying to be the first one to lick it, sometimes even our lips touched. Gasp. When I tasted the crepe, or however you say that, I felt its texture and sweetness of its cream filling my mouth, along with a different kind of sweetness. Hell yeah. A sweetness that made my heart beat is strangely fast. A taste accompanied by slight embarrassment. I didn't feel that way last year. Maybe that's because it's a crepe, if that's how you say that. Munch, munch. Hell yeah.
おいしいでしょ
It's good, isn't it? Yeah.
昔みたいにはいかないね
It's not like it used to be, huh? Well, of course. To begin with, we look completely different.
だね葵は立派な男の子になったし
Right, you become a really handsome guy. You also. I recall the moment when I saw Ageha for the first time after I came back to this town. What I saw was such a cute girl, I didn't realize it was her.
ん何何
What is it?
何か面白そうなこと言いかけたねどれ隠さずに言ってごらんなさいお姉さんに洗いざらい隅から隅までほれほれ
You were about to say something interesting, right? Spit it out, don't hide anything. Come on, tell Onesan everything. Whoa, she's acting all high and mighty. No, it's just as I said before, you've also become very feminine.
ああそうだったね葵が戻ってきた時だ
Oh, right, at the time you came back.
まあよしとするかな
Well, I guess I'll take it.
葵に言われたからおしゃれしてみるようになってついに認めてもらえたミッションコンプリート
Because of what you said, I tried to dress up and you finally recognized that. Mission accomplished.
というには称賛の言葉が全然足りないような気がするな
But still, I kind of feel that your praise wasn't quite good enough.
あの時のあーが欲しいね
I want to hear your awestruck gasp like that one time. That one time?
ほらいい女になっただろって言った時さあの時の葵の返事が最高だったのにさ
You know, when you said I'd become a pretty girl, your reply at that time was perfect.
ということでワンサゲン可愛い女の子になったでしょ
So here we go, one more time. I become a pretty girl, right? A splendid girl, a cute girl, the very essence of girlishness, the unmatched, perfect embodiment of womanhood.
背中出して鉄筆で設計図書いてあげる
Show me your back. I'll draw a blueprint on it with a stencil pen. Isn't that called a tattoo?
拷問っていうの
It's
よ
called torture. You're a perfect girl.
もう一
One
声
more time. You're cute.
許す
You're forgiven. Ah, that's good to hear.
でもせっかくなんでもう一回
But since it's a rare chance, say it once again. You're really cute, Ageha.
葵も素敵だよ
You're very handsome too, Ai. Oh. We looked at each other with deadly serious expressions. And then we both burst out laughing. Aw, that was so cute, dude.
笑った笑った
Aw, that was a good laugh. We laughed for a while, then wiped the tears from our eyes. Whoa, well, I haven't laughed this hard for ages, my stomach hurts.
やっぱ葵だねこのノリは
Yeah, that's only possible with you, Ai. Same here, couldn't do that with anyone but you, Ageha.
一番の親友だもんね
We're the very best of friends, after all. Yeah, He's like silent. Friend zone. For some reason, the word friends got stuck in my throat. Hey, Ageha.
What?
At first I thought we came here to buy things for the club. Yeah? So how did it turn into this?
ああまあそう思うのは仕方ないよね試験前にデートだもんね
Ah, well, I can see why you'd wonder about that. It's a pre-exam date, after all. That word shocked me for some reason. That wasn't supposed to be the reason why I was hanging out with Ageha. The word date made me feel very uneasy. What the heck?
でもさ今しかなくって
But you see, we can only do this today. Do what?
息抜きのチャンス
Take a breather.
来週から期末試験でそれが終わればいよいよグライダーだけに専念できる
Our end-of-term exams are starting next week, and after those, we'll be focusing completely on the glider.
グライダー漬けになるよ作る方と飛ぶ方と
We'll be immersed in the glider, remodeling it and flying. That's true.
朝から晩まで作業してそれでも間に合うかどうかギリギリ
Even if we work from dusk till dawn, we won't know whether we'll make it on time or not until the last moment.
葵だって飛行訓練さらにしなくちゃならないし
You also will have to focus on practicing flying even more.
飛ぶこと以外考えていられなくなる
We won't be able to think of anything but flying. See, I 100% that double meaning, dude. Double meaning. Like, there's more that she's obviously being like, I don't know, is that a good thing, or is she depressed about that? Like, it's good because I don't want to encourage these feelings, like that we definitely have, or is it like it's depressing or like maybe she's afraid, so she's trying to bury herself in work? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. Isn't that a good thing?
それだけじゃ良くないと思うんだ
I don't think it's good to focus on one thing completely.
ロボット部で経験あるんだけど、朝から晩まで根詰めるとかえって失敗する。
I have such experience from the Robots Club. Being absorbed completely in something from morning until night can actually lead to failure.
何が何でもこれしかない。これ以外にない。他のことは考えられない。
There's only this one thing, nothing beyond it. Nothing else matters. You can't think of anything else.
そんな風に視界狭くしちゃうと、他の人の言葉も聞けないし、自分を縛っちゃう。
If you narrow your vision like that, you also stop hearing what other people say and end up tying yourself up.
これだけ頑張ってるんだからうまくいくはずだ。休まないでいるんだからこのやり方でいいはずだ。
Doing your best should make everything go smoothly, and working without rest should be the best approach.
それで失敗しちゃったら、ロボットならうまく動かない、競技で負けるっていうそれだけで済むけどさ。
And if you fail because of that, with a robot, it just means it doesn't work properly, and you lose a contest, that's all.
グライダーは死ぬから。
But with a glider, you die. Oh my god, it got serious in here. A shiver ran down my spine. I recalled my accident on a bicycle.
だからほどほどに気を緩めるのも真剣に頑張るのと同じくらい大事だと私は考えたわけね。
So I think relaxing a little from time to time is just as important as trying hard. I guess. Certainly, it's just as she said. Our opponent is the sky. It's vast, beautiful, and splendid, but it's a place that can snatch your life away in an instant. The instructions from the gliding grounds are constantly emphasizing that point. After I familiarized myself with piloting and flown many times, I understood it well. Last year, during that flight with Amane, I have learned just how dangerous it can be. There's no guarantee everything will end well the next time. We have to make sure nothing like that happens. As much as we need to immerse ourselves in our task, we also need to relax, broaden our outlook, and remember to always make good decisions. In the worst case scenario, we must be able to turn back and land if necessary, even if the morning glory is right before our eyes. If I dedicate myself into it too much, I won't be able to make that decision. I saw it during bicycle races. Many participants got too fixated on the race after coming considerably far and fell over from dehydration or tore their muscles and suffered irrecoverable injuries. That's true.
で、まあとりあえず少しは緩んでくれたかな。
So, have you relaxed a bit for now? Yeah. Really now, this girl, she understood me better than anyone. At times like this, I'm really glad we've known each other for so long.
それじゃ裁判始めましょうか。
Alright then, let's start your trial. Huh? My mind couldn't keep up with her.
裁判では開廷。被告人水瀬葵、そこに正座しなさい。
Your trial. Well then, I opened this court session. The defendant, Aoi Minase, please sit there.
被告人の罪はここ最近見境なく女性に手を出しまくっていることである。
I love this little art, dude. I love it so much. The defendant's crime is doing nothing but making moves on various girls indiscriminately.
まったくこの節操なし浮気者スケベ尻軽軽薄短所。
Really now? He's such an immoral, unfaithful, perverted, fickle simpleton. Whoa, what are you talking about?
まず第一の罪。天音先輩に抱きついていた。
The first charge, he embraced Amane senpai. She's the one who hugged me.
第二の罪。かなこさんとデートしていた。
The second charge, he went on a date with Kaneko.
フラックスに行ったって。いいわね、仲良くて。
You went with her to Flags, right? You sure are getting along with her. It's not like that. We only ate ice cream there, and she's the one who invited me.
第三の罪。あかりさんにまで言いより迫り口説きけしからん振る舞いを。
The third charge, going as far as approaching, chatting up, and making advances on Akari. What outrageous behavior. Who said that about me? More importantly, Mabo is always beside her. I want to call a witness.
ほー、言い訳するんだ。
Oh, you're making excuses. Look, in the first place, you're the one who came up with the operation to make it seem like we weren't getting along too well while we're at school.
確かに。
That is true.
でもだからって天音先輩の胸に顔を埋めかなこさんの手を握りあかり先輩を押し倒そうとするなんて。
But that doesn't mean you can bury your face in Amane's breast, hold Kaneko's hand, and try to push down Akari. I didn't!
してないの？
You didn't. You're just twisting the facts as you like.
なんでしないのよ。
Why haven't you done those things? You want me to?
してくれないと折檻できないじゃない。
Well, if you don't, I can't punish you. You reverse the crime and punishment.
ああ、バレたか。
Ah, I've been found out. I'll punish you instead.
キャー、セクハラ襲われる、助けて。
Ah, pervert, he's molesting me, help. I don't want to hear that from a perverted girl who shows her panties off.
よし、わかった。お返しに葵も私にパンツ見せびらかしていいわ。
Okay, fine. In return, you can show me your underwear. What kind of return favor is this?
男女平等。
Gender equality. Right, then do the same physical work I do.
女の子に重い荷物持たせるなんて最低。
You want to make a girl carry those heavy things? You're the worst. Working a guy hard whenever, however you please is just as bad, so right back at you.
よし。お互い最低ってことで、ここは引き分けにしといてあげる。
Okay, so we're both horrible. We'll call it a draw. You want to draw me into a trap right from the start.
細かいことは気にしない。大空に生きるんでしょ。
Hey, don't worry about such trivial details. You're living to reach the vast sky, right? Hey, but to fly in the sky, I can't overlook small details. Oh yeah, one more thing. While we were engaging in this silly banter, something popped up into my head. Why not Hotaru? Hotaru, you had issues with Mane, Kaneko, Akari, but you said nothing about Hotaru. As I said that, Ageha blinked so hard I could almost hear it.
だってホタルは大丈夫でしょ。
Because Hotaru is fine, I guess? What is fine?
いや、だから葵が。
Well, you know.
あれ？
Aoi, huh? Ageha's eyes swam. She fixed her gaze on an empty spot as if she was trying to collect her disordered thoughts. Wait, why exactly is she so confused?
ホタルなら安心だし、安心だよね。
If it's Hotaru, I'm not worried. There's nothing to worry about, right? Well, yeah, I definitely won't do anything weird to her.
だよね。
Right? But you thought I would do that with the others?
いや、葵だし。
Well, it's you after all. I'm glad you have so much faith in me.
葵だし、ホタルだし、問題ないよね。
If it's you and Hotaru, I guess there's no problem. Ageha's way of speaking was visibly getting worse. It was quite unlike her. What's on your mind?
なんだろう。
What could it be? Oh, come on.
まあいいや。大事なことならそのうち出てくるでしょ。
Well, whatever. If it's important, it'll come out eventually. If it doesn't, it might cause problems.
やめてよ。
Just drop it already. Her voice sounded serious.
まあとまれ。そういうことだからさ。もうちょっと遊んでこ。
Anyway, since it's come to that, let's have a little bit more fun. Okay. With that, we forgot about the sky and exams for a while and enjoyed ourselves. In the end, it seemed that even Ageha herself didn't know what was bothering her. Yeah, I know what was bothering her. It's because she doesn't like the idea of her sister and Aoi dating.
遊んだね。
That's why, and it bothers her and she doesn't know why it bothers her. That's why. Anyway, oh, that was fun. Yeah, it was. I always spend my days off at the part-time job or on flight training, so it's really been a while since I've had fun like this.
みんなには悪いけど楽しかった。
I feel bad for everyone else, but I really enjoyed it. Yeah, same here. Also, I had my hands full with shopping bags. After all, we still walked around various stores and Ageha ended up buying a pile of clothes. And of course, I had to carry them. By the way, you sure can buy a lot of clothes.
なーに言ってんの。女の子ならこのくらい当然だって。むしろ少ないぐらいよ。
What are you talking about? This is normal for a girl. I'd say it's very little, actually. Is that so?
男の方が数は少ないけど高いもの買うってお母さん言ってたし。
Guys buy less stuff because it's usually more expensive. That's what my mom said. That is so not true. Well, I can't deny that. I laugh bitterly. For example, when it comes to bicycle parts, if I told someone unfamiliar with this stuff how much I paid for those, they wouldn't believe it.
あ、そうだ。荷物持ちついでにうち寄ってってよ。お母さんも喜ぶから。
Oh yeah, since you're carrying everything, come inside. My mom will be happy to see you. Ooh. Ha! It's a new background! What's happening? Holy crap, we haven't seen this before. Wow, that's incredible. There's like almost nothing new in the backgrounds. Anyway, we absolutely need to end the episode. But there's enough cuts though that maybe it'll balance out anyway. Sorry to intrude. I dropped by their house. Their old house used to be a sporting goods store on the first floor. The living quarters were in the back and on the second floor. I thought it was cool she lived in a store, so apart from our secret base, I also came there to play often. Now their shop is in Windy and they live in a house close by. Of course, this wasn't the first time I came here. I've already visited them a bunch of times this year.
おかえり。
Welcome back, huh? Hey, Hotaru.
おに。
Aoni.
おい、ただいま。
Hey, I'm home.
おに
It's Aoni.
おーい、お姉ちゃんですよ。
Hey, your One-chan is here.
おにがうちにいる。不思議。
Aoni is in our house. Weird.
あ ちゃんもいるんですけど。
Ah-chan's here as well, you know.
いたの？
Yeah, you are.
葵、悪いけど先に帰って。これから姉妹で熱く語り合うから。主に拳で。
Aoi, I'm sorry, but could you go home? I'll have a heated discussion with my sister, mainly with my fists. Ah, you're getting along really well.
これも宿命。血を分けた姉といえども、戦いを避けられぬ悲しき定め。
This is our destiny, a sorrowful fate. Even though we are sisters bound by blood, we cannot avoid this battle. Huh? Hey, Hotaru! Isn't this out of character? Yeah, it's completely out of character.
我が真の力を今こそ解放するとき。さあ、かかってくるがよい。
This is the first time to release my true power, so prepare yourself.
まさかこの技を使うことになろうとは。
Who would have thought you would have used this technique? Ageha stood on guard, spread her arms, and started rotating them in an ominous way. Whoa! Ah! Suddenly a figure appeared behind Ageha, and the moment I thought that it already happened, a powerful impact sent Ageha flying. No, really, both of her legs were completely separated from the ground.
まったくこのバカ娘は。お客様の前で何やってんだい？
Did her mom just clock her? Anyway, good grief, this stupid girl. What are you doing in front of our guest? Excuse my intrusion.
ああ、葵くん、よく来た。
Oh, Aoi-kun, it's good to see you.
いきなりのケツキックは反則。
Sudden ass kick is a foul.
漫画も没収。ホタルにろくでもないことを教えた罰だよ。
I'm confiscating your manga too. That's for teaching Hotaru stupid things. Oh, so it's that. I thought I'd heard those lines before.
あーちゃん、今のでよかったの？
Ah-chan, did I do it right? Oh, she was reciting something from a manga. That's funny. Ah-chan, did I do it right?
おお、バッチグー。
Yep, it was perfect. After giving her a thumbs up, Ageha received another ass kick. Farewell, Ageha. I'll never forget you.
あーちゃんとお出かけしてたの？
You went out with Ah-chan? Yep.
いいの？
She's lucky. She looked enviously at the shopping bags Ageha made me carry. She's a girl too, all right. Sorry, it was just the two of us. Next time, let's go together with everyone. Yeah. Hmm?
なんでもない。
Nothing? What a weirdo. Yeah, she's like, no, it was special. She's like, not with everyone. It was just me and you.
お尻まだヒリヒリするよ。
Oh, my butt still stings. You reap what you sow. I was invited to stay for dinner, but I had to prepare meals for the others in the dorm, so I declined and left. Ageha came along to see me off and escaped from the third kick.
お母さん横暴すぎるよね。
My mom is too violent. One day, you'll probably become like that too. No!
まあ、あのケツキックはもうちょっとで得できるんだけどね。
Though I wouldn't mind mastering that ass kick a bit more. Please don't.
大丈夫よ。葵しか蹴らないから。
Don't worry, I'll only use it on you. That's even worse.
愛あればこそよ。
I'll be doing it out of love. I don't need that kind of love.
ああ、そうだ。まだ時間あるでしょ。ちょっと寄り道してかない？
Oh yeah, you still have time, right? Can we take a little detour? Absolutely. Where to? Ah-chan's place?
いやいや。
No. An-chan. I said like talking about her nickname again. Oh.
しばらく来てなかったもんね。
Haven't been here for a while. The grass has grown.
生きてるね。君たちも。
It's alive, just like you guys. It's already been a year since the last time we flew here. After that, we've been hiding the glider as carefully as we could. Forget flying, we've been hiding the existence of the Soaring Club itself. Without thinking, I spread my arms wide. The sky. The vast, endless sky. It's different than above the gliding field. Above our city, Kazagura is our sky. The desire to fly filled me with even more than before. I want to go to this sky. I want to cross over the passage of clouds in our glider. Fly with our own wings through the sky. He's like, ho ho! As this desire filled my heart, I shouted.
っしゃ
You get it? They're super adorably pumping themselves up. What?
ー。葵が叫んだから負けてられないって。
Well, now that you shouted, I can't lose to you. I like your attitude. I turned towards the lake that glittered with the fading sun rays and took a deep breath. I'll fly! But he screams it, obviously. I'm not gonna do that.
やるぞー。
Go for it! Again, she screamed it, also not gonna do that. Ageha followed up my excitement. But, Ageha, say,
うん、分かってるよ。 何やってるか聞きたいんでしょ？
Yeah, I know. You want to ask what I've been doing, right? Lately, she's been acting separate from the rest of us all the time. I wanted to know what she was actually doing, and I wanted to confirm one thing. Right now, I yelled that I'll fly, but Ageha didn't say that. You're doing various things to help with rebuilding the glider, right?
Oh.
Yeah. I know that you want to secure the club room for us, but what else have you been doing?
秘密。
It's a secret. Why? If it's something you can't tell the rest of us?
悪いけどそうなんだよね。
Yes, I'm sorry, but it is. You think we'd reveal it? You don't trust us?
いや、そうじゃなくて。
No, it's not that. Ageha gazed at my expression and then lightly shrugged.
じゃあ、葵だけには言っておくよ。小鳥や朝ちゃん、夜ちゃんには内緒のままね。
Fine, I'll tell you, but only you. Keep it a secret from Kotori, Asa, and Yoru. Okay?
バレたら、ものすごくまずいことをお願いしてるの。
Please be discreet. If it was exposed, it would cause a lot of trouble. Would it catch Tabeoka's attention?
そんなもんじゃないよ。よくて退学。
Oh my god, what is she doing? No, it's not that. At best, I'd be expelled. At best? Wait.
だから知らない方がいいの。知っていたら共犯になっちゃうから。
What the hell is she doing? That's why I'd rather not tell you anything. If you knew, you'd become an accomplice. Accomplice?
知らない方がいいこと。いや、知らないのが一番の協力っていうこと、実際あるんだよ。だから、葵にも教えない。
It's better that you don't know. No, that fact makes our cooperation work best, really, so I won't even tell you. Well, I get it, but I'm not happy that you're protecting me like that.
葵がいなくなったら飛べなくなるでしょ。
Without you, we couldn't fly, right? Well, yeah, that's true, but you could say the same about yourself. Without you, we can't make the glider.
小鳥がいるわよ。朝ちゃん、夜ちゃんも。
There's Kotori, Asa, and Yoru too.
葵が信じてあげなくてどうするの？
What are we gonna do if you don't believe in them?
他にも、もっと手先が器用で、もっと機械に強くて、もっと作業に慣れてる人、うちにはたくさんいるよ。
There are plenty of people more skilled, better with machines, and more experienced in construction than me.
でもね、飛ぼうって思う人は、葵たちしかいないの。
But you guys are the only people who dream of flying.
まして、ただ飛ぶだけじゃなくて、自分たちのグライダーで、なんて考える人はね。
And not just to fly, but to do it in your own glider. That's what you're aiming for.
だから、葵も小鳥も朝ちゃんもいなくちゃダメなの。
That's why you, Kotori, Asa, you guys have to be a part of this. I was at a loss for words. Theoretically, it's just like she said, but if you did something dangerous which caused you to have to leave, if I don't want to fly if it comes to that. If that's the case, it would be better not to fly. I want all of us to fly together. It's just no good otherwise.
そっか。そうだよね。
I see. Yeah, that's right.
葵はそういうやつだったよね。
You've always been that kind of guy. It's only natural, buddy.
そうだね。一番の親友。
Yeah, my best friend. Ageha thrust out a lightly clenched fist. I lightly bumped it with my own. We'll fly, all of us, together. Yeah. I'm happy you're doing so much to help, but please don't make me worry. Don't do anything dangerous.
できるだけそうする。
Okay, I'll try not to, as much as possible. As much as possible, listen.
仕方ないよ。普通に作業して普通に飛べるんならいいけど、私たちそういう立場じゃないし。
It can't be helped. It would be nice if we could work and fly normally, but we're not in a position where this is possible.
そうなると、どこかで無茶をしなきゃならない。誰か無茶をやる人がいないとうまく回らない。
In this situation, we have to be a little reckless at some point. If nobody takes any risk, we won't get anywhere.
誰かがやらなきゃならないんだよ。葵、そん
Somebody has to do it, I.
な顔しないの。私、今ものすごく充実してるんだから。
Don't give me that face. I feel incredibly fulfilled right now. Ageha didn't look at me, but turned her gaze at the distant sky I was admiring.
飛ばそうね。あの白い機体を。また。
We'll make that white plane fly again. Yeah.
そして、守ろう。みんなの場所を。
And we'll protect everyone's place.
去年みたいな。あんなのは、もう絶対に嫌。
I don't want anything like what happened last year to repeat ever again. Yeah. Our garage being demolished. The sight and the sounds of the process were so shocking that even remembering them makes my chest hurt.
今度こそ成功させるの。誰も見たことのない空を私たちの機体で葵に飛んでほしい。
This time, I want us to succeed. I want you to fly to the sky no one has seen in our own machine.
そのために頑張るから。私できる限りのことやって必ず葵が飛べるようにするから。
I'll work hard for this, because if we do everything we can, I'm sure you'll be able to fly, Aoi. Ageha. I felt really ashamed. She hadn't been showing up at the secret base and working together with us. Because of that, I started feeling that a distance between us was growing. But isn't Ageha even more serious, earnest, and desperate than all of us? Now that I realize this. I will fly for sure. In the glider that we all made, I will definitely cross over Morning Glory. What I need to do isn't feeling sorry or apologize to Ageha. I have to make the best use of Ageha's feelings and actions to make her determination bear fruit. Yeah, Ageha replied happily. That was her most beautiful smile today. Aww. Dude, the feels, though! What is she doing, though? I can't take it, man. Bye, Ageha. See you tomorrow. Man, like, what is she doing, though? What's so dangerous? Like, at best, I'll get expelled? Like, what does that mean? At best, I'm gonna get expelled? Like, oh my god. Anyway, wow, what an episode. So we did go longer than I planned, but there is lots that we're cutting out this episode, so I'm thinking maybe with the cuts, maybe it'll balance out okay. I'm hoping it will. Anyway, but wow, what a great part. I am so interested. Like, this whole arc is so much more interesting when it makes sense, when the translation is just there. It's gonna make so much sense, and I am very invested. I want to know what's she doing, like, what's happening, you know what I mean? Anyway, and I really ship Aoi and Ageha together, and I want it all to work out. I can't wait for it. So, anyway, and I'm really excited about finding out whatever the heck she's doing. So very excited for that. And so I'm gonna get this edited right now. I'll get this edited tonight and get this uploading, and we'll get all that rolling. You guys will be able to see the, I imagine the next episode, I imagine, is when things will really kick off. Yeah, that's no doubt when there'll probably be some 18 plus scenes for me to edit out, but and at the same time, it is a little, I mean, it's very exciting for me, but like, you know, offhand, it will be kind of cool because that way you guys get to see the new, my cute new little like please stand by thing, but for ecchi stuff specifically. So you guys will get to see that. It's not incredibly exciting, but I do think it's kind of cute. Anyway, so yeah, regardless though, I don't know how much longer is in this route. I really don't know. But it doesn't really matter. I mean, I don't imagine it'll be like super long or anything. I don't imagine it's going to be that much longer than Amane's. So who really knows? But yeah, we're all about it either way. So that's what matters. So as far as I know, upload should be normal for this Sunday, as far as I know, and then for Monday as well. I think they should be normal, and I'm hoping that they will be, so we will see. Yeah, I think that's everything. Anyway, that is going to call it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the content today, and we will talk to you guys later.